My father was a mechanic. I followed truck when I was growing up, trying to survive in life. I have to learn mechanic. I drive truck. I have to learn the truck driving. I have to
you can drive it?
I can drive my truck. Yes. Every business has a trick.
So you have to learn it.
You have to learn it. So you can't run a haulage business and you tell me you have office in the Ikoyi or you have an office in VI. Sitting in the office in VI. Every day you go there, you sit, you take phone to call them. What is happening, boys? What is happening? Okay, no, come on. If people say it is true. Haulage business is one of the...
It is so difficult.
Very difficult business to... You cannot run an haulage business. You cannot go and...
Is that an example of what... Is that an example of what...
Let's tell you what happened.
Okay.
In 2012, I had an office in Ikeja. I left my office in Ikeja. I was in Ogun State. I lived there from 2012 to 2019.
What?
I was learning the business.
7 whole years.
I was inside the bush with the drivers. They come back, they see me. I only go home to see my family on Saturday. When the truck make noise, I know the problem. I have to go back to learn. I wasn't staying in an Ikoyi office, or I wasn't having or staying inside one AC. I was inside the sun. Wake up in the morning, you see me. Driver will see me. Come back, you see me. I'm there with you. How far? What's happening? I took bank loan.
Yes,
well, you're the one house. It's not in my head. I want to go and sleep here. I will go to my house. I'll go to my house to go and sleep. And then I've taken a loan. And then you give it to one driver and go. You go to, as you are going, you are seeing me going. You are going, you are seeing me. You are coming back, you are seeing me. You are coming to meet me in the workshop, in the garage. I know what it takes a truck from here to Abuja and come back. So you won't tell me that story.
In Nigeria today, one of the most difficult businesses to do is haulage and logistics. It is so difficult that a lot of people have actually lost their lives. I know people that have died because of high BP due to the challenges of haulage and logistics. Being able to manage drivers, being able to manage large trucks with all the frequent breakdowns, insecurity that you often meet with security, of course. It's a huge challenge, but there are people who somehow have figured out how to run this business very, very well. Amidst all the challenges, they've built solid businesses. On the coffee table today, I'm going to be having High Chief Elvis Okonji. He doesn't like to be called High Chief, but that's his designation. He's the Group Managing Director and founder of GPC Limited. It's a haulage and logistics company that has spun out to own several other businesses. On the coffee table today, he's going to be breaking down his journey into Nigeria's most difficult business and how he's been able to eke out success from logistics and haulage business. I'm sure you find this episode very insightful. All right, welcome to the coffee table, High Chief Elvis Okonji. I always like to start with a handshake. So you're High Chief, what does that mean?
I'm not. I'm just a normal human being. Don't mind my village people.
People take High Chief seriously.
I prefer to call me Elvis Okonji.
Really?
Or Mr. Elvis Okonji is preferable.
But the people that gave you the High Chief won't be happy.
They even get there, should be calling that. Whenever I'm there, they should call that. Although I'm in my outside world, not in the community, but in Lagos, anywhere, I'm Elvis Okonji.
Okay, so you're okay to be called Elvis
Okonji, yes.
All right, so welcome to the coffee table.
Thank you.
I am fascinated with your kind of business, so I thought that you would provide us a lot of insights today on how you've been able to run a logistic business, a transportation and logistic business in this country. That everybody is complaining, particularly of this kind of business. I know a lot of people that have got into business that have had their fingers burnt, but let's even start with your entrepreneurship journey. Have you always been an entrepreneur, or did you have a 9-to-5 job at some point, like some of us did?
I have then.
Really?
I have, but from my age of 9, I've been on the street. Selling bread, selling things for my mom. Because we're growing up in the hard environment. I don't intend working for anybody in my life before, even when I left university, but there's no finance, no capital to start. So I had to go to work first and then understand some practical nature of life when it comes to business.
Yeah.
So that career exposed me, understanding. I studied finance, first of all. That's my first degree in the university. I studied banking and finance. So I worked in the bank for years. So during those periods I was working, I understood and I understand what finance is all about practically. How business is being grown, how you run a business, because a lot of courses we've gone to, training. So after that, I felt, after 10 years of working, I said, okay,
It's time.
I think it's time for me now to go and make use of entrepreneurial skill that God gave to me.
So you believe God gave you entrepreneurial skills?
Yeah, I believe from my childhood I've been an entrepreneur from birth.
Yeah. Can someone learn to be an entrepreneur, or you're born to be an entrepreneur?
I think you are born on it.
Greetings from here. Depending your time zone. I ain't got the Maganesia de Awawo. Kinda wherever what are you waiting for? Click the like button, subscribe, comment, share. The reason why in the way after this video is for you to be inspired. No matter what you are going through, be strong, be inspired, and we move.
Yeah, you can learn. You are born on it. Because if you are not born on it and you don't have that entrepreneurial spirit, even when you go into it, you run out, you fall out. You keep falling out.
So what did you learn in your 9 to 5 that sort of that has helped you in your entrepreneurial journey?
Yes. First of all, going to school is a very important aspect of growth of life, because when you go to school, you should be able to have some good friends, connection that you should go together with. And then being in the forward of university, you understand some things about friendship, the practicality of life. And then you may have some friends that their father may be very wealthy, and that your friends and your father may be a very poor man. So you see the poor and the rich, they meet there. Then also, when you go from that your 8 to 5, you also meet the same type of people there. You meet the rich, you meet the poor. How do you treat them when you are there? And then from that your 8 to 5, they teach you a lot of things. They train you, they make you understand some behavioral things you need to know about life. As a banker, you should know that you don't joke with your integrity. Your integrity is very key. You know when you are dealing with your customer should believe in you as a banker. So the training you are going in banking or in the finance world will prepare you to face the world yourself. So one thing I've learned from my 8 to 5 is behavioral attitude to life. Integrity, very key. And once you take those things, your character, your integrity into the business world,
and networking as well,
and your network, because the network connections matters a lot. There you meet the rich, you are friends with them, you help them out in one way or the other. And when you go into your private world, you still need those same people to survive.
So let's discuss GPC Energy and Logistics, which you founded in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. How did you why GPC, or was there any business you started before then? And why was it important that you set up this business?
Okay, I'll tell you something. My father was a mechanic. Growing up, I go with him to work. Most of the time, my mom's not at home. When I close from school, I go and meet him in the place of work. We'll go home together. So I understand how workshop operates.
Okay.
Secondly, in the bank, I was a project manager. It was a project we undertook in the bank. then. We're involved in the distribution, importation, and distribution of fertilizer all over the country.
Really? For a bank?
For a bank, yeah, we're involved because there's a customer we have in the bank then, import fertilizer into the country. So those fertilizer we import, we bag those fertilizer, and then we now distribute to various states. I know then the Nigerian government were very, very particular about agriculture. So this particular customer, I was in charge of that account. I was in charge of that customer's project business. So from there, I now saw the opportunities in the haulage market. Imagine you bring a shipload of fertilizer into the country. You begin to look for trucks to distribute those fertilizer all over the country. It becomes a problem. And I now saw middlemen. We haven't making money off it. It was when I now saw that most of the people that does that business are illiterate. They don't go to school. Or they are very wealthy. I said, remember, Ojuku father was a transporter.
True.
But he was one of the richest Igbo men far back 60s. Far back 50s.
Yeah.
Far back 50s.
Yeah.
So that's an opportunity where people then have not started tapping. And I looked at that aspect. My father was a mechanic. I've followed truck when I was growing up to different journey where I was in the streets trying to survive in life. So it wasn't a new adventure for me. It's something I understand well from my growing up. So I had to call a group of my friends, say, come on, let's go into this deal. Let's go into this business. In 2009, we registered the company, GPC. It wasn't the GPC then. We wanted to register a company. But before I went to that particular before I started GPC, I had a company called Golden Plan Concept.
Golden Plan
Concept.
Okay.
I started gradually. I was still working, but I had a little office. I was doing distribution.
While you were still working in the bank?
I was working on the bank. I was doing distribution. I was doing production. I was producing poly bag for Unilever. I was the person producing all the poly bag they use in Unilever to wrap their 7-Up. So I have a little factory in Ogba. With a friend, we joined together. So the factory. We're making little money. I was also supplying marketing material to most of these multinationals. Buy generator, marketer, their marketing department, they need generator for their promo. Supply them generator, we supply them chillers, freezers, a lot of things they do. So we'll go to Alaba, we'll buy, we'll supply. So we're doing that. I had to travel to China also to go and bring a brand of chiller into the country. Brought it in. That brand was called Lee. I named it Lee. Brought into the country, distributing to most of the multinationals. People were buying from Alaba. Everybody were buying. I wanted that brand in the market. As things were progressing. And I saw that. I think I started doing well in the private world, in the private business. And then far back 2007, 2008, far back 2008, I started borrowing from bank. Why were you
still working in the bank?
Yeah, I was borrowing from Skybank then. They gave me 100 million line.
What?
I was using it. I was trading with the line.
What security did you give them?
What did I give them? I think I don't give them. They just give me a line. Give me a trading line. So when I have an LPO, I give them the LPO order.
Okay.
So they will finance it for me.
Yes.
So a lot was happening. So I started making money. But I was quiet. I was very quiet on it. But I was doing it gradually. So then I do supply with Nestle, Unilever. I was most of the multinationals I was there doing supplies for them. So in 2010, and I saw that this business has grown in a level that I think I can live a life. I can live a life without working for anybody anymore. So when I just woke up and I resigned, I resigned from the job and I went to join the group. I went to the office, joined them, resumed with them. When I came in, I said, okay, we need to restructure this business.
So you already had a staff at the time?
I have staff, fees, we were there. So I resigned. When I resigned, I was doing very well when I resigned from the job. I was doing very well. At my 9 years of my career, I was already a senior manager in the bank. You know what it takes from management training to senior. I was a high flyer.
Wow, that was like good.
Doing very well in my career. But I had to. My mind is no more there. My mind is to go and run, do something for myself. Because I believe in life.
Wow, 9 years senior manager. For 9 years, I don't think that 20 years, they haven't even gotten to manager.
I said 9 years, at my 11 year, I was almost an AG. I was always planning to be an AGM designate if I walked out from the bank. If I resigned, I said, let me just go and face my world.
And this bank still exists today?
Yes, the bank exists. It's now called Keystone Bank. I was there. Yeah, I resigned. So by the time I left, joined my team, I came in there, joined them at the CEO immediately. I structured the team. You know, when I want to register the GPC of a team, I wanted to register Golden Plan Limited because it was an enterprise then. So when I want to register the company, and I find out that somebody had registered Golden Plan.
Oh.
Somebody have shown that name, I'm going to register the name. So there's no way. And I just said, okay, what do I do? And something just came to my mind. Just abbreviated GPC. That was how we registered GPC Limited. Energy and Logistics. We wanted to go into the oil and gas and also full logistics. But we now sat down in the boardroom with my friends and I look at it. I said, look, the oil and gas sector is very, very corrupt. And I do not want to do anything that will dent my name or my image sometime tomorrow. I want to stand anytime and tell my kids this was how I made my wealth. And they will understand Daddy did not. So that was how we never went into the oil and gas business. We now started to do only dry cargo. We said we will not do wet cargo. We're now different. Okay.
What's the difference in dry cargo and wet cargo?
The wet cargo is the guys that carries diesel, fuel, the normal fuel, and distribute all over the country. Then the dry cargo are the people that work for the mostly FMCGs. The multinationals that does production of food, drink, all those things, packaging. Those are where we focus our attention on. And then we try to sit down in a boardroom and look at the analysis. What do we do? How do we raise money? What do we do? How do we, But then the entry barrier was a bit low. The cost of acquiring an asset wasn't as much as it is today. When you spend over 150 million, if you want to buy a European truck today, you spend over 250 to 300 million for one truck on the road. Then, for you to buy a Chinese truck, you don't even spend more than 8 million. You've got in one. You want to buy a European truck, you will not spend more than 15, 16, 18 million. You got one then. But now, you cannot. So, look at those things and sat down and said, okay. Everybody was discouraging me. Nobody encouraged me to go into that haulage business. You want to go and do haulage? I said, that's what I want to do. When I look around, everybody wasn't supporting me. All my friends. Even resigning from my job was a problem. They never want me to resign. So even when I resigned, I never told my wife, I never told anybody. I just quietly resigned and walked away from the job. So after all, they said, don't try, don't do this. I said, God, what do I do? I was still doing my small supply. And I went to Abuja to start chasing government things. Things did not work out. It wasn't working out the way I thought it to work out. I have to come back to Lagos. And I went to Larry Shitu. The man called Larry Shitu in Apapo Shede Express. And I bought 5 Tukumbo trucks. I started with 5 Tukumbo trucks in November 15, 2010. I bought 5. We bought 5. With that 5, we started. It was a long
And
journey.
when I'm sure it's cash, probably.
Yeah, we paid cash. We went there to give us some credit demand. The man said he cannot do that. This and this and this. And I will try stronger. And I paid 45. For the little money I have, for all my resources I have, I have paid 45.
With your investors
But I don't have any investors.
I thought you said you wanted to
my friends. Those are my friends that I left banking with.
Okay.
They don't have money too.
Okay.
But I have something. Yeah. Because I've been doing my little supply. So, yes. My partner that we're doing the supply with, I have to pay him off because I saw that then each time we make money, it's always to share.
Yes.
He doesn't reinvest back.
Okay.
He wasn't thinking of tomorrow.
He was just thinking of the one of now. Just give me the one.
Give me, as we are making money, maybe profit 100%, he takes his own. Why I'm still growing my own, I'm bringing more money into the business. So what did I do? I called him, walked away from the business. Said, take the factory, take everything, I give it to you. Give me this name back. That was how I left. I gave him everything. I walked away. But I have some cash with me. So that was how I bought 5 and started with it. Well, I'll tell you one experience. Those 5 trucks, the first journey those trucks went to, one had an accident. I never saw that driver today.
The reason why I am playing this video is for you to be inspired. Now, for the video, don't lose hope. As I am talking to you, I am equally talking to myself. And what if I never this? But we must continue. So after this video, I will now fix 1 or 2 and come back for our program. Just be inspired.
What? Write-off. Full load of everything. Then I started with Lafarge cement. It was cement, Lafarge cement. Everything. Massive accident. The driver disappeared from there till today. I said, God, is this what I want to go and do?
But the bags of cement were all on the...
Yes, my team went there. The few ones who can recover few ones. Cement, now when it happens, it's in a bag. Most of them damage. Driver ran away. We have to tow the truck, did something. Thank God we did insurance. After some months, about 6-7 months, we recovered some money from insurance. But the other 4 were working. Okay, I said, okay, keep moving. That was I started keep moving with it. We decided same business. I was there. It's okay. And I saw what the forward generating was something okay. That was how we now went to another truck seller to discuss with the man. Same about show the express. The man was able to give us some credit. He did. I said, 6 months, I'll pay you, please. Raise some money, add and give to him. And then before you know, the man gave me additional 13 trucks. Before you knew.
On credit as well.
On credit. He gave me part of it on credit. I was able to pay some. We were able to raise some money, give him some part of the money. And in 6 months, we paid him his money. We paid him. And that was started. Then I've done structure, put structure in place, have my external auditors, accountant. So I was having my figures, making sure everything. I know what it takes to access bank loan. So I started preparing to access finance from the bank. Yeah. Then in 2011, that was how I got the first bank loan from Fidelity.
Be inspired. Be inspired. Be inspired. Be inspired. Now that business be inspired. The kind of friends you have around you determine how far you can go. The truth is that me personally, I don't believe much in friends. It is not my thing. I know them man. On the man, my ezigbo ndị enyi but likes mind. Then gonna have the team up. If I saw now one of the problem, I am having the one because of greed, we can hardly team up and make things happen. If I haven't so we can hardly team up because eziokwu anago. Ọ bụrụ na Igbo bụ Igbo na ntu anyị si ekwu na anyị fụrụ onwe anyị n'anya na anyị ga-agbakọta mmadụ 5 mmadụ 5 can actually start up something. Mana anya ukwu and bad advisors. Nwanne mmadụ, Matthew, it has been a while. Ọmaka mele. I have asked of you. Ajụana m eze ga-ama nne dị mma. Daalụ nne. Ọ bụrụ na ntu anyị si claim that we love ourselves. Not adịm ekwe na anyị afụrụ onwe anyị n'anya, but let it exceed what we know. If I try and say na anyị fụrụ onwe anyị n'anya, yes, we can actually do better if we can. That is Gafe Kennedy stage I know now. You will see a prosperous brothers and sisters. Dalurian, thank you. We will see a prosperous brothers and sisters. Life is not that difficult. But a problem I am when we some of us always want to do it on our own. Matthew. Iga na ebe na-eme ka ọ bụrụ na ngị nwa ji ahụ si no ka ọ bụrụ na ngị nwa bụ onye bụ the head na ọgụ mere ihe niile. It will take you years. You nwere ike gbagide mba yourself at the end of the day. If care is not taken, you may fall by the roadside. Ego niile itinyere ana. Mana ọ bụrụ na ife ị ga-enweta mmadụ 5, mmadụ 10 likes mind. Ebido kene something. Just nye ife 10 years, nye 5 years. The thing ya ga ọfụma. Some ndị ugwu anyị fụrụ, some of these trucks ịfụrụ na-ebu afa ndị ugwu. Many of them ejiri ego fa wee bido ya. Yes, we know. Many of them nwechara Ghana government. Ndị na-eme award or contract iro. Amanrụ ya arụ. But I just want you to be inspired. If we can trust one another, we can go far.
Bank for additional 15 fleet.
Added to your 13 and
And
your original 4.
original 4. So I had 13, I had 4, so that's about 17. My friends too bought some truck and they added to it. One of them bought 1, the other one bought 2, like that. They were having about 5. So
you were managing for them.
I was managing for them. I added them to it, so we're together, But they added a fleet. They registered under my brand. So I was working, and whatever money we produce, whatever money they make, I give them their money. So that was how those ones make my turnover very okay, everything. So I was focusing on my bank that I was using. At the end of the day, the bank gave me an approval for 15 trucks. And we were able to disburse the 15 truck and add it to the fleet. Before you know what was happening, I was running about 50 trucks already. By 2012, I was running about 50 trucks. So before you knew what was happening again, I came back to the bank, make a demand for 50 trucks.
Wow.
They gave me an approval for 2.5 billion by 2012. Around March 2012.
That time.
Yeah, around far back 2012, the bank has approved me 2.5 billion. And I said 2.5 billion from the bank again and buy more assets.
What was the collateral then? The trucks?
The trucks were the collateral. I was paying. Everything was going on well. I did my domiciliary payment with the bank, my personal guarantee, everything. I gave to them. So we're running. But I won't say God is a very merciful God in my life as a person. I will say that. The business I'm running today, I don't know how it got to this level.
He don't know how the business get to the level the business in now. He don't know. He can't explain it. All because no determine we have problem. And many is not determined. Many nah, make it just be, make it just the answer for freedom fight. They are not determined. They just they do anyhow. Onye a na-anabaghị that God is faithful na ndụ ya. Ọ kwefuru mbọ ọ na-agbara onwe ya. Kwefuru ka o si agba mbọ. Kwefuru ka o si agba mbọ. To some of you feel know by 90 days prayer and fasting.
In 2019, I saw I've assessed 22 billion from Nigerian banks.
2 billion.
Internationally and locally, I was able to have accessed 22 billion and fully paid. I wasn't indebted to any bank, 100%.
And you were the 100% shareholder of your business?
I was 100%, yeah, I was 100% shareholder. I was building. What I was doing, I was reinvesting. The money as we were making money, I was putting it back, buying more assets, more truck, because I understand finance. You know, when your ratios are not going well, you're in trouble. Any little shake up, you are back. So what am I doing? I was buying any money we have, we are buying more trucks inside the business so that we can have a good leverage on our ratios. So I was every day, every month, I keep watching my ratios. What's the ratios going? How is it going? So that if I have any shake up, I can survive. And that's it. So by 2019, we're already there. The business has grown. We've gotten over 500 asset trucks. We are running very well.
500
Yeah.
trucks.
So why did I even know? What happened towards 2019? The company came. They want to acquire part of us. You know, they are interested in Nigeria. They want to have a share of my business, of the company. And they did the due diligence, did all what they did. They did the evaluation. And I was shocked when they evaluated that the company was worth over 30 billion. Wow. I was sitting there, how? What happened?
What over 30 billion? The business over there with 5 trucks. So medical on your 5 trucks. It's not easy. However, depending on the thing around you. Come and get with some people you do not trust. It is better than or with by that is it. Your way. I am telling you. But let's continue.
It was there, and I said, I wasn't even knowing that. I didn't even know that I'm sitting on top of a
gold mine like that.
Of a gold mine. I never knew. That was when, and I said, what? So they brought an offer for me. They were about paying me. Then they were paying me 10 billion. They offered me 10 billion. Out of 10 billion, they will give me 5 billion for my pocket, and they will inject 5 billion back to the business. I said, no.
What?
I rejected it. I said, no, that means I have opportunity more. I have to grow it more. It's not the time yet. Let me keep building the business.
You rejected?
I rejected the offer.
This was when?
2019 to 2020, yeah.
When Naira was still even strong.
I rejected the offer. I'm not joking.
And you don't regret it?
I never regretted it. I rejected the offer. That was when I doubled the business. That was when I said,
into one never now. For anything over our business, I say no family. Not me. He said, no. I don't know about you. So it is not about hatred or something. Me, business, family is a no. Because I have tried and tried and tried. It never worked. At the end of the day, the same people you have risked everything for. the same people because of them with IG West mess some certain things. Then go look you for face, then go tell you say you no be anything. Family, me, no, it can't. I saw one name or it depends your or depend your family. I saw one name or gather but don't misunderstand me. On my family, bona one never weta ofife now. Faga bambo to make sure no fua barana too. Man, inwera na one never na iweta ofife. Everybody just relaxed. Ne check in weta more. I forget sorry. No matter how you try to do it, you go do everything at the end of the day. Then go tell you say you don't do anything. That is, then go tell you say this one and brother give up, this one and brother give up. But you, they know nobody gave you. They know the little thing in where no then go relax, make you the bring. You feel married for the little one in with the water. I copy that is it that flat. Only some people in Iraq, then just very small. Now then go still remember say, now there is something you did for me then. If not for you, I'm not even carrying on today. But those you helped, your brothers and your sister, for the fact as long as there's no issue. Trouble. Household enemy. Household enemy. Household enemy. I have started talking to my children towards that. Do not do business family-wise. Rather, strictly business and strictly family. Never combine these two. Else, you will not progress. This thing for info now, a tipiana or to young man. I will say, Nandi the tin tipia gronani Igbo. Ka ndi the tin zogoro na Igbo. You can imagine. Na family ebe with 5 boys. And they might the history of the family. Or let's say there were 5 boys, 3 girls, for example. Then maybe the 3 girls are not a dear case of Ike. Then among the 5 boys, one I just saw no money jigide tika sigide tikapwa. I'm gonna first thing first, gabagodi anisi as one Igbo back no. So on 4 boys already waiting, doing absolutely nothing. The pressure, jadi go nisi onye nke a mara escape. Then onye nke a now have 2 options. One, on the risk or you need take in a street to make sure nothing's the man no. Mana ndị ahụ ji maka take risk in a street. They don't understand them like that. So, we go on take risk in a street when so banga. And the banga only banga high sentence before on apatananga on little thing or the 4 that is doing nothing. I'm a new account of it. Or no. Bagidembo ni na bagidembo or settle on first or settle on second or settle on third or settle on fourth. Then if you imagine the 4th, the one who was settle when you uru weba or the money or the ton of what. Okay, board weba or the money. ọdịta ọnọkwa nke ịtọ iwe ezigbo ntu a na-eme bifie mara ife na-eme anụwa nwaanyị bifie mara ife na-eme every year akpọ gị ebe a family nke a you school ụmụ m dị you become that is ntu a ga-esi wee pipe kwụnye gị wee na-asa ọkụ gị at the end of the day obere small thing make like this ịda ị na-ajụ mgbe aka ije na-ajụzi onwe gị ndị a ịdị chọọ na gị na fa bụ ụmụnne na ọnụ na-azụ ụmụnne mgbe a I don't know about your side everywhere abụrụ the same thing family niile abụrụ otu so before ị pụta na-asị na mụ na I am generalizing no I am telling you ọ ya dị mma family bro family just do family thing nwanne business bụ business I am telling you the thing na-eme n'ọtụtụ ndị Igbo arụ and Igbo fụrụ onwe fa n'anya ọ bụrụ na anyị fụkarịa onwe anyị n'anya ntụ ọ dị na ọ ga-ama ezigbo mma at least 2, 3 people 5 people they can actually team up ọ bụrụ na obodo bụ ngo na anọ pure water factory ka fa chọrọ ịrụ na for example ịmara go na nga mmadụ 5 or mmadụ 3 wetara the money let's say na fa chọrọ ime invest of 5 million ịmara go na at the 3 now split ọ ga-adị too easy they can venture into the business and ọ ga-enye aka the business aga ọfụma mana ọ bụrụ na ọ nneke gị mebe ya ị nwere ike imesịa that expenses before you recover it will take you years mana ị split nwee ntu a ịkọmiti godi ebe a ịchọkwa ihe ọzọ na-arụ adịghị eme ofu ife eme mana oke ọchịchọ ekwezi ịghọtago things we can team up and do and now this is very difficult if you watch all these guys for now all these city boys now something they have something in common no matter how you look at it o nwere ife fa na-emekọ ọnụ o nwere ife fa na-emekọ ọnụ
and now settle down, bring in a grant accounting firm, everybody, bring them into the system, retire their former accountants, external accountants I was using. They said I need to have one of the top 7 in my books. I have to do that. So I saw the recommendation, all the things they said we want to do when they come in. So I started doing it myself. I applied all the law. You have to have how you need to have corporate governance. You need to do this. I bring in people on the board of the business, restructure a lot of things, and started pushing. So by 2021, we went to the capital market. We went to the market to raise a bond. We raised a bond of about over $40 million.
FMDQ or NGX?
Normal FMDQ. We raised bond for about $40 million in the market, and have a 10 years bond of about 13% for 10 years to be trading on. So we acquired more truck. Today we have about close to 1,000 trucks.
Wow.
Yeah, and doing very well.
From 4 trucks.
Yeah, from
in 2010,
we have close to 1,000 trucks.
From 4 trucks. 4 to thousands now. Ọkwa Nneke Chukwuma nke bụ eziokwu. Ịghọtago? Mana I am not playing it for you to take all. Iwekwa na fancha. Ịbịa ịhọrọ ndị ga-ahọrọ. Ị na-agbakwa mbọ. It is happening in every family. The only thing is that if it did not happen in your generation, it will definitely happen in the next generation. It depends, but it must surely happen. Even in a so that onye binie ọgbabara onwe ya mbọ ghara ị na-eche na nwanne ya mere travel ga-eburu his cross. Insubordinate. But we thank God. Kelena, good morning. You are saying the truth. Family business saga happened to my husband and me. We have not recovered till today. And the worst one, I gonna afford you know go fit talk. Then go to shame you, and they are shameless. So they are shameless. They go to shame you, and the more money watch you make you just day. Money na ọ ga-adị difficult. Why we record? Why we record? These people that is doing this thing, they are shameless. Very, very shameless. Very, very shameless. Remember how he invests his income into his business, not using it to buy cars and the other unreasonable expenses. Nke ọ bụla gị na ụmụnne gị na-eme nwanne fa na-echegoro ntụkwasị adị ọcha bọọ ya ga na-adị ọcha na ịghọtago fa ji na-eche ntụkwasị emere fine bọọ na-eche ntụkwasị build their own family ịnọdụ ọ ga-aka mma na ngị na onye outside ngị na ya dị n'ezigbo mma timụrụ up mee biznes karịa ọ dipendizikwara ụdị nwanne ị nwere ịghọtago na karịa na ngị na nwanne gị mere ya but o dipendịrị ụdị nwanne ị nwere ka m gara ịsị na fancha niile bụ the same. I am telling you, this set of people, they are shameless. One on with the guy I will say, Anna, if I want to get money, man. If I want to get money, man.
Less than 20 years.
And today, I think we are one of the biggest indigenous haulage, one of the biggest indigenous haulage company in Nigeria today. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And it's just consistency. We keep pushing, keep doing it right.
Have you ever?
And in the another buying game of travel and then you again, far the good in a fine boy, far the good in change up, far the good in change up, far the good, that is far the good in a fine boy. Every weekend now, a jack voice. Ndị ya eghe ndị ya agbapụ ntị mana ngị nwanne nọzi n'iru ọrụ ị nwere ike sef for 1 month ike akpọrọ isi gị ịgbapụ ntị iserọkwa ife na-arụ mana onye ị na-enyezi ife enye na-agbapụ ntị na-eghe isi na-achọ akpụkpụ na-achọ ụmụ nwa onwe ogbe ọbụla emepere ọfụ ịghọtago oje na dị ogbe after all nwanne ya na abroad ọ chọọ nwa private machine o ji eji ọnyara ya ọdebe otu na by the side ebighị ọ na-emechi ọkụ machine ya na-eme ntụ a ịnọdụ na-agba mbọ tomorrow the money gasa black no tomorrow the money gasa ikwụsị okwu ike ọtụ ọgụ Maazị Kelenna, you are 100% right, but the way the German citizens do their own here with families, they signed everything in court before they start. When they want to end, still court comes in. All the very, very okay. Very, very okay. Manaba yamara gonna court adro. Or they are sure like family court, family igana court sign on. All the okay. Ọ dị okay. Ọ bụgodị na friend and friend chọrọ ime court have to get involved mana nke ndị be anyị ọ nọgidere oge a mgbe m chọrọ ịjụ ajụjụ emekwa ka onye ọbụla mara asị m mụrapụ ya na nwanne na-eri nri na adịghị eze ọkụ nsị a mba na-achọrọ m ibute ọkụ ndị mmadụ awele ya ga-ewere ndị a na nwanne na-eri nri na adịghị eze ọkụ nsịpa mba na-achọrọ m ka m bute ọkụ fasị m mba mụrapụ ọkụ. At the end of the day ife niile a mesịwara mee before ibelezie ịzọzi onwe gị ile anya efu n'iwest ala many years ị gara eji build onwe gị na ọ bụrụ na ị build onwe gị efugosi ego west gasịrị west gasị All far my hot places now. You gotta go in and west, you got you'll be like nah. Some people recover from the chalk. Now they're very, very difficult. Recover from the chalk now they're difficult. Nwere ife bụ na ịgba na mbọ na gbaa mbọ nna ka emezie ife a ka o yie ife mmadụ a na-akọrọ ya ife nwee ka ọ dị.
Have you ever thought of listing on the exchange? Do you ever think of that?
Yes. That's on right now. We're planning that now.
The truth will announce, man, I know we even give you a chance. I know we'll give you a chance at all, at all. That is just the truth. I know we'll give you a chance because I have tried everything and worked. I know we'll even give you a chance. There was a time when I said, nah, I'm putting you up. I said, now, say, Oku one say about onye fụkwara ọkụ ọ bụrụ ifu ọkụ iwe na-achọ onye na-agbara ọkụ. That is the truth. Ọ ifu ọkụ iwe chọba onye na-agbara ọkụ na m ga-afụ ọkụ ka ife m ga-agbaziri mmadụ. So ọkụ nke m fụrụ na abụ make I just take and see my own front o. Ọ bụrụzi nke ịgbara mmadụ because then ị ka fụrụ ọkụ o mana ị chọrọ ịgbara mmadụ mana na ọkụ ọbụla ebe na iyi ejidegodi ya ijide iwere ya fọtụgodi ụzọ iwe ma oruru gị mana then we were asking them nna ka ebute nye ọkụ asị gị na nwanne na-eri nri na-adịghị esi ọkụ fama na the world have moved on but Chukwu nna ga-enye n'onye ọbụla aka mana ife m ji ekwu ya bụ ọ bụ na ịka bụ new taker now ọ bụ na ịka bụ new taker ejide uche ọkwa new taker mechara bụrụ taker arụ ahụrụ. A whole lot of people have invested n'ebe ụmụnne nọ ọwafe afịa. Then in Asia, the people that is still boldly remembering you, but that outsiders, those outsiders, ịma na ọ bụ nwa jaye ka ị mere fa on the ga-emegide fe cheta. So new taker nọ at the house. Look well.
Hopefully before the year runs to an end, we will list in Nigeria Stock Exchange.
Why do you think you need to do that though?
I want to build a business that will outlive us. That will outlive us. Because I just find out that my executive management team, they're very young private guys too. We worked together in the same bank when I was growing up in my banking career. They followed me, they joined me. So we are one mind. And what we said from what I told them from day one is that I want to build a business that would outlive me. What do I mean by that? I don't want to build a business that when I sleep tomorrow, the business will die. Somebody set up DHL. Is it not?
Yeah.
Somebody built UPS.
That's still running to today.
That's still running to today. So why won't all of us sit down and build an institution?
The only thing nchọkwara ịgwa gị bụ kwechiri yo. The way the kwechiri yo. I don't know if you are married. Are you married? Kwechiri yo. I'm currently facing serious attack from my siblings because I have decided not to continue being bent for their expectations. Kwechirikwe. Your voice is very high. Kwechirikwe. No, sir, I not tell you. I have passed through it. Agafegome. I learned the lesson, learned it in a hard way. You gotta go. Amaromo, Manugo wine, Manakwechirikwe. The worst part of it, even if they are joker. Far joker power. All Kenon or what and Kenon Ama Fabian has been Angiga. Kwechirikwe. How they tell you? Yes, Mazi Kerena, you are very, very correct. You are very, very right. There are people who don't like the bishop because of their business. When you tell them about freedom, they call you Afamwa God. The worst thing you get able to learn hard way. And the only in the carry across. Then go look you look boy, what are you? Who you be because the area and outsiders now then go be like in the show no one nigga and a weaver. Now by that time you gonna say the one nigga happen. You go just the demo for your face. Now what on him, now what on you, now what on you.
That will outlive us. So if I'm there alone, and then with my guys, people that I have there today, we may not. We may not. So if we list this in stock exchange, all of us own the business. Everybody owns it. The Nigerian people owns it. We'll all be part of it. We'll benefit from it.
And there's better governance and
better corporate governance, everything. So I will not sleep tomorrow, and my children, my family, or somebody will come and say, "This is our business. We cannot do it." No. We want to have an institution that will leave us. That's the most important thing.
Okay, I want to go back to that 5 billion rejection because the reason why I want to go back is we have people who are. A lot of people who watch who also want to start a business one day, and these days of founders, particularly tech founders and all that, always ready to give equity away so quickly just so that you can keep investing faster. So could there have been an advantage in accepting someone investing in you early on? That maybe you think
there may not be. It may not be because there are some certain decisions you want to take. From my partnership I did in my earlier when I was in the bank, when I was partnering with my friend, and I found out that there are some partnerships you go into, it will not make you to grow.
My own problem is my uncles and the auntie. Uncles can be very easy now. You have your phone. Draw SIM card there name, but you see, that's where you only call when you want to call. That is the truth. You have the phone there name, but you see, if it's the now, I am against in your madaka, but try and be specific. I want if I want in your madaka. What I now, why if I want to get a mother name, if he gamma about get end. Get a mother name, make a business, you're not abroad, you know, I know Nigeria, make a business, this economy. And on your hair, where bro, the family man, hello. How can he do it? Oh, Brandesbo mother. Before you say now that everybody is not the same. I am not telling you that everybody is the same. So, about aunties and the children's audio okay. Maybe I want SIM card there, they be whoever. More than you buy their own before they are complaint. And I get 10,000. Over no 3,000 kimwere. In your 3,000 is all over week. As a borrow me 50,000. You gotta go now. Don't borrow. Makode are the same man. Who depend on I'm over somebody na return. You will borrow ya. Over no somebody got a show. Or say borrow me 50,000. How come money were 5,000? Yeah, forget it. I don't have. Just take this 5,000. That is if I ain't got him. My name I call you borrow on a gafia. Or they are this wrong. End of it. They on a very neat. Please, I'm laughing, but it is funny but true. Even now, where they when you will learn it now, you may cry. Your voice is very high. You will remember. So this thing Kelena TV was saying is the truth. All the truth. You never have a life experience. I don't know based on hearsay or assuming or this. You never have a life experience. Life experience can never. You never have twist. That is ghost. You may not like it now. You may not understand it because experience it teach you. But I pray you don't learn it. Man, it just pray it or you learn. Yeah, you learn how your man drink. Can never. You learn how your man drink. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. Change your SIM. If you man change the SIM, it's all small phone. I thought that. So why you ever? I want to buy a Gemini. Drop all the phone on the day. I'm going to see a ring or ring the ring. You can wear. More with and a voicemail. You got to go. Orang bisa mau ya pick, mau voicemail. Oneti hello, hello, oneti hello. Aswari yo ibo, aswari yo ibo akotwa. By so do you know get speed. Money for game on. What it is? How the part is? How the just not this your man
how you want to, how the business want to grow. There are some people that they don't understand this business, and at the end of the day, you find out that they would even their confusion, they will become a confusionist.
Or if any in our mindset, or when one night work is an German now, a factory business for a family. Na fa na abata na court ga-ebido court ka eji end. Uteni okwu court na ba anyị na asị gị aya bụ ụzọ gwa gị nna ọ bụ ife a ga-ebido ka ị na-ejere court. Ị na-aghọta? Even the court the judge ịjara afọ ebe a sef nwere ike sef obi ya na-afụ ya ụfụ nna so ndị a chọrọ start business. I am telling you. Na-ekwu na sistem adịrọ mgbe ọ nwere ike some things unu ga-aba ya na court ọ bụrụ na onye ga-adị in charge ọ bụrụ onye obi akpọ obi a na-akpụ ya ofu nna asị ofe achọrọ na ibido biznes na nna ka ogene ọya anyị na-afụ any family man bụ iri gị ego n'obodo bụ mgbe na return onwe ya that person kwesịrị to be trusted. Only joke with it, the person is free. When the person learn like me, the person will know what I am saying. I have to give them. Then go look you over face. Then go tell you say you don't be anybody. You could. It got a wonder. Oh, but when the one, the run a respect. Now then go. No na the street now. For your amana then go no na. For people, that is it. For people to respect you. Going forward after you encounter with them, for people to respect you, or I can't book order because then go to carry your matter. I tell you that they are shameless. They know no shame. They know no shame. So it's you must be without shame one day. If I am you must confront them without shame. And every somebody name na rapo. Then go see say na your weak point. One day which
your vision, your mission will just die.
Because they'll just be slowing you down.
They'll just be slowing you down. And in the haulage market, matters a lot. Quick matters a lot. There are things you need to take. You have to take it very fast. You have to. So for me, I never regretted it. Then I never regretted it. No time I regretted
because if you are taking it, you always have to defer to them. And they probably would have wanted a board seat or something. For them to be giving you 10 billion at the valuation of 30,
they want a board seat. They want a board seat. They will have a board seat, and But if today I don't regret that decision I took as a person in my life.
At that time, it was a
wrong decision. Because I think by now, we are 15 years now. We've seen all ups and downs. Remember, when I was growing up, I hear boomer, most of these transport companies, this and this and this. You hear of them today. You ask yourself a question, what happened?
I always wonder, tell me, Izichuku, all those guys.
You hear of them today? What happened? That's my biggest worries. That's my biggest worries now. Because if I don't do because they didn't do the needful.
Which was what?
Listing in stock exchange. List the business in stock exchange. You grow to a level. You bring in people in now. Bringing people in, don't mind. But for me, if I want to go into like If I want to go into private placement, people that will come and invest privately, I will have want an institution, maybe one of the FMCGs, one of the big, so that they can bring in value,
expertise and all
expertise into it.
Into your business. So.
Now, maybe if I have a company that is into manufacturing or cement or is into manufacturing of food, he need my synergy. He need GPC synergy to be able to distribute all over the country, which will have the expertise.
Yeah,
we have that experience. So how will we be able to add value to it? We'll be able to add value to his business. We will add value to our business. Those are the type of investment we are looking at. If we don't have that type of investment, then we'll list in stock exchange so that we can still be on top
of the game.
And keep pushing.
Yeah. And especially now that you have a country that is expanding with a lot of all these reforms, a lot of these things now become very, very important. But let's get back to the business of haulage too. Because why do people get burnt a lot? Because I know I have a lot of friends who mercenaries, all sorts of things. And some of them have high blood pressure. Let's talk of the health impact.
I remember 15 years ago when we started GPC. We have almost about 15 companies that started at the same time with us. They all died today. Most of them have gone down. Most of the owners have gone. They're dead. Some of them have heart attack, everything. But here I stand. I don't have BP. Nothing. I don't have BP. I don't have sugar. Nothing. I'm normal. We are normal. Because I take life easy. I take one thing at a time. I keep pushing. You see?
You take life easy. Very, very important. Why?
Most of the people that does this business, most of them are not honest to themselves.
How do you mean?
What I mean they're not honest to themselves is that you go to a bank and you collect money from the bank. You want to buy a truck. You go and buy a house with the money first. That house, will that house give you the money to pay that truck back?
No.
Then secondly, most of them, they have children. They hope to want to pass business to their children. They don't want to bring in maybe list in stock exchange or bring in
professionals
that can help them run it. They start getting old, and before you know, they died and the business go. Most of them their integrity is not there. You go and take money from the bank, you can pay the bank my money back. Because you've taken the money to go and buy a house, buy in London, do all those things.
Onye nwa akpọ gị na onye nke a nwụọ na-aga akpọ ozu ewetara gị burial list iche ịjụ esa sị gị nna arapụ ife a onye ọ dị n'aka ya kwa nna ya na ọ bụrụ dị ọkpara agbụrụ ike gwụrụ and ife eji na-akwa ozu na be anyị na agbụrụ nwanna ya ozu anwụọ from your mother side agụkọrọ gị na ya agba egwu a ga-eme nke a ọnwụọ from your father side ife niile a dị gị n'isi iji kwụsị okwu ị ga-asị gị nna ngịrapụ ihe a na onye nne ji naanị ya na ọ na-emere ife dị iri a ị na-emere ife dị iri onye ọbụla tomorrow ọ dị adịghị n'aka afa gị bụ sorry then go ask you who you help. Exactly. Tomorrow they go ask you who you help.
So those things are all involved, and then they don't do their simulation very well. I understand there's what we call the fixed and variable pay in the trucking business. There are simulations we do. I know I know my fixed cost, I know my variable cost. There are some indices we apply, formulas we apply to the business that works for you. They don't understand. In trucking business, you can see 1 billion enter your account today. It's not your money. Don't think that money belongs to you. Remove your eye in that money. Because by the time 10 truck goes down, you buy tire, you know how much you pay for one tire. Then you don't put your mind in it. And your pay and your salary there. You don't just put hand in your business money.
Yeah.
Business is business. I'm being paid salary. And I live with my salary. I have some personal loans I have a bank. If I want to buy certain things, I'll go and take personal loan. I will be returning from my salary. It happens to date. There was a time I wanted to buy some shops in Lekki Phase 1. I don't have the money. I can't go and deep hand in my business, the company money, just because I'm the CEO. I won't do that. It's unprofessional. I went to Union Bank. They gave me a personal loan. I took a personal loan. I bought it. I'm paying today. I'll finish paying maybe towards mid this year. I'll finish paying. That's it. Yeah.
And you've always run it this way from time.
From time. There's corporate governance. I don't joke with corporate governance. It's very key. I don't meddle in the finance. I'm not the finance person. Finance director, the chief finance officer, take care of the finance. End of the month, 27, 28, pay my salary. That salary is very important to me.
Just like anyone.
Just like anyone, yeah. Very important.
So what about dividend? How do you do that?
They pay dividend. They pay dividends. The board approved my dividends. The board approved.
How did you go about selecting a board though? As a private business?
Yes. You see, the board chairman, I knew him while I was a copper in the bank. I served in the bank when I left university. He was my first boss I had. And there's a lot of things I learned from that man. So when I now left university, when I set up my business, working, I found out that he's already a professor. He's a doctor. He has a PhD. He's a doctor in Bensidausa University. I went to visit him, talk with him, see if he's still the man I know. I find out he's still the same man I know. He didn't know what I was planning. And then my younger brother's children schooled there. So each time I go there, I see him. I went to visit those children in school. They are my children to go and see them in school. How they have, So each time I discuss with him what's happening. He's a professor of finance, corporate governance is there. So one day, we sent a message to him. I called him. I said, Prof, how are you, sir? I said, fine, sir. I said, Prof, do you want to serve? Please, I want you to serve in my board. He said, what board? I said, I have a business I run. What type of business service? I said, I'm into logistics. I run logistics. What's the name of the company? I called him. It's okay. He now started asking me questions here and there. What have you been asking the question? He said, do you have a website? I said, yes. I passed everything to him. He said, well, get back to me. And I gave him all the details he needed to know. 1 week later, I came back. He said, you're a great man. So I told you, I know you always do well. I will serve in the board. I said, you're not only serving the board. You are serving the board. You are going to serve as the chairman of the board of the company. You see, now I'm getting older for me to be flying here. And I said, okay, don't worry, I'll be buying you a ticket. You'll be flying. We'll need your experience. Here he is today. He's the chairman of the board.
How many years now?
He has been the chairman for the last 4 years of the board. And it's doing well.
So your board members are not necessarily shareholders of you?
Most of them are shareholders. They have minimal shares.
Okay.
But I own majority shares of the company.
Interesting. Let's go into general business environment in Nigeria today. I mean, everybody talks about the reforms that we're seeing, exchange rate reforms, fuel subsidy removal, all these things. How has that impacted your kind of business?
You see, everything on trucking involves dollars. There's nothing they produce in this country on trucking now. The tire you buy, the spare parts, the truck, everything is imports. So that art has so much. What do I want to say about it now? Because that thing has caused so much. What language do I want to use on it now? It has caused so much
dislocation.
The problem in the system.
Challenges. Okay.
So much challenges. Because you see, most of us have dollar lines abroad. And that didn't happen. that devaluation happened.
And then you're making your money in naira.
You're making your money in naira. You have to pay. So you see, some of us took some batch of about 20 something billion. But what do? You have to do some repricing, do a lot of things, do some repricing of your assets, your pricing with multinationals, do some repricing, and then begin to look at what do you need to do next. But with the help of God, we're able to survive it. Thank God now, the dollar is becoming, naira is becoming more stable. Every day now, you see the dollar gain, the naira gains strength. The strength is getting stronger. So if this trend continues, I think it will go a long way to help us.
But have you seen cost stabilize maybe over the last 6 months to 1 year compared to 2 years ago when this thing first happened?
It's getting down gradually. It is. You see, some years ago, we don't access dollar in the market. For you to get dollar to buy truck is a problem.
Has it changed now?
It has changed. I want to do LC. I just put my naira there, get the dollar. It's not better for me. I can plan now. I can plan. 2 years ago, you can plan. Every day you see different price. Every day different price. But it's getting better. So we just hope it will continue this way. Things are getting better. We just hope so.
What about the fuel subsidy removal? You didn't make. I mean, I know diesel wasn't so much. Diesel subsidy on diesel had been removed since, though.
Yeah, it has.
But was this any kind of impact per se in your business in terms of cost?
No.
Okay.
No, because diesel has been for years now, so we don't use any. I don't have any trouble. We don't have.
So how do you plan against the insecurity? Because your business, you traverse the entire
all
country.
Over the country. I go all over the country.
How do you face this security and all those things? Abi, are you police?
No, I am not. But I tell you something. Let me tell you something. I told you one thing. I said I came out from the streets. I wasn't a son of a billionaire. No, am I a son of a millionaire?
Okay.
I was the son of a poor man who is just a mechanic. So I came out from the streets. So I still remain on the street till tomorrow. So you let me tell you something. You can't even run a haulage business. You can't run a successful haulage business if you don't have the street sense. You need street sense. Remember, you are dealing with drivers. Drivers are not. Drivers are mad people. They're mad people. So if you don't have a street sense, you cannot.
What kind of street sense?
The street sense I have is that because I am telling you something, I'm a street man. I came out from the streets. From a young age, I've started sleeping aside, started hustling my life. My father don't know where I put my head. My father didn't even know where I went to university.
Wow.
He never visited me one day in school. He's gone. But God knows. He never knew where I went to university. None of my siblings know where I went to university. They never visited nobody.
You were just solo.
From Delta State, I went to Calabar. I schooled in Calabar.
Unical.
University of Calabar. I had my first degree. So nobody knew anything.
The 2K, that's an experience about the best teacher. Mana, and some a very ugly one. Mana, when you can some people may not understand. Some people when you get nature, now what is this man saying? Maybe your family not near on. You gotta go. I want to make it to the point even on your own. You go no say. No, we actually bad in Mama Fly. No, we actually bad in Mama Fly. Or did it easy?
Yeah, because I believe in streets. I will survive outside the streets. Even today, I don't go with escorts. I move alone most of the time. I drive alone. I live my normal life. So I still remain on the streets. So what did I do? I got in the security expert. Who is a general? Who is a retired general? I got him and I use his network. So we pay him. I pay heavily all over the country to manage the asset I have all over the country,
which is important.
Which is very important. Spend so much money. So we're spending so much money on security. So for you to run a successful business, for you to be able to run a successful haulage business, you have to make sure your security network is tight. So my security network is very tight in the country. With the top army generals, retired army generals, retired police, I have them. You know, they work in the system. We'll give them.
So they are on a payment contract, professional contract.
They're on a contract. So they manage the security architect of the business. Couple of my street sense too. I'm adding it to it.
You keep talking about this.
It's very important. You cannot run an haulage business. You cannot go and.
Is that an example of when? Is that an example of when?
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
In 2012, I had an office in Ikeja. I left my office in Ikeja. I was in Ogun State. I lived there from 2012 to 2019.
What?
I was learning the business.
7 whole years.
I was inside the bush with the drivers. They come back, they see me from the journey. I don't sleep more than 3-4 hours for those years. I only go home to see my family on Saturday.
Why Ogun State though? Is that where your...
That was where my yard was. That was where my yard is. In the place called Ewekoro. I was there. I lived there with them. From 2012 to 2019, I was there. I stayed there. That is only Saturday I come back home, and Monday I'm back. So I understand when the truck make noise, I know the problem. I have to go back to learn. I wasn't staying in a Koyo office, or I wasn't having or staying inside one AC. I was inside the sun. Wake up in the morning, you see me. Driver will see me. Come back, you see me. I'm there with you. How far? What's happening? Because I took bank loan.
Yes, so you're the one.
House. It's not in my head. I want to go and sleep. I will go to my house. I'll go to my house to go and sleep. And then I've taken a loan. And then you give it to one driver and go. You go to, as you are going, you are seeing me going. You are going, you are seeing me. You are coming back, you are seeing me. You are coming to meet me in the workshop, in the garage. I'm telling you. So I was living there. All the people there, they know me. That's when they gave me chieftaincy title. After some years, the KBC called me. Even the KBC there is in the board of the company.
Really?
He became my friend because I have to come down low to everybody. I wear my knicker. I wear my shorts. I wear short t-shirts and my boots. Every day they see me. I sleep every day 2 a.m. And by 5 a.m. I'm up. For 7 years.
What?
So when they see all this today, they think they don't know how. I just came. They thought it's just easy.
He just showed up like that.
He just showed up like that.
They didn't see the workings.
My friends were not seeing me anymore. Nobody was seeing me for those 7 years.
Wow.
Yes, they said they just seen me about 2-3 years ago. Nobody knew where I was.
What does I want to get into the other businesses you've done, that you've currently branched into, but before that. Why is cost, being able to manage cost and discipline, important to your kind of business? Because I noticed that from everything you said now, there's a lot around how disciplined you can be with cost.
You see, in the haulage business, if you're not disciplined financially, you think all is better. Cost, you see, that business, the margin is not much. The margin is not much. You see, you buy tire, you buy spare parts, you buy engine oil,
service the car,
you service the truck, you do everything. You pay workers, all. You pay bank loan.
With interest, yes.
With the high interest, low interest, everything. What will remain inside that money? What will remain? So you have to be watching your cost at every point in time. Your cost, you're watching cost. What's your percentage of tire cost? What's your percentage of diesel cost? You have to know those things. I know what it takes a truck from here to Abuja and come back. So you won't tell me that story. So you see, when you're running a business, you must understand every line of that business. Once I look at my financial, I look at the line and say, what's happening here?
Something has changed.
I say, what has changed? Why is this? Why is this? Tell me, why is this? Why? I want to know. Because it's something I've done over the years. I came down to their level. I have to learn mechanic. I drive truck. I have to learn the truck driving. I have to learn.
You can drive it.
I can drive my truck. Yes. I have to learn everything. Why do you think you have the apprenticeship something in Igbo land? Somebody will have money. You see him has money to do a business. You will not go and do that business first too. You go and do boy for 6 months or 1 year. Every business has a trick.
So you have to learn it.
You have to learn it. So you can't run a true business and you tell me you have office in Ikoyi or you have an office in VI. Sitting in the office in VI. Every day you go there, you sit, you take phone to call them. What is happening, boys? What is happening? I hope you're okay. No, come on. You have to. You have to. As I'm talking to you, I'm traveling to one of my business now, one of my station. Sometimes this week I'll move. They won't expect me I'm coming. I'll just show. They will just see me. They will just see me come. They don't. In the morning as you're coming, you have seen everything there. First of all, look at when you come to work, what's happening. There's a lot. I go and inspect my.
And if I have 2 brothers, so these 2 brothers now, don't worry, governor on neck panavoka never. Then just new on your canon a bongo. Why would you demand if on a demand? Why? For no wickedness in the wardrobe. It is really sad. Even what you go where I want to give me ya mayor and the sepia can find out. On a difficult. When open game we are mayor sepia refiner. I don't know my memory or quick. When open game we are mayor sepia refiner.
I expect my asset, the trucks. It's not. You see, people say it is true. Haulage business is one of the.
It is so difficult.
Very difficult business to run. But you need so much time and commitment to get it right. I don't go to not all the functions you can see me because I'm busy. You can't see
no time
me.
for all these parties or weddings or attending.
No time. You don't have that time. So one of them I'll keep begging them and say, please, don't be angry with me. My program is this. And then any time I have, I want to sleep. I want to rest.
Yeah.
I want to sleep.
You then value time a lot.
I value my time and I value my sleep. I don't joke with my sleep because I needed that rest. If I don't have that rest, how will I go the next day?
So despite this tough business, you still branch out into other things.
Yes.
What are those things?
Yeah. Now we have branched out into the oil and gas finally because the market they've sanitized the market. We don't have those subsidy of a thing they do in those days, those things anymore. If you are smart, you make money. We make money through the value chain of what I'm doing today. We have a company already that does procurement. We do everything about procurement. We have an MD. What I do, any company I invest in will engage an MD to go and run it.
Okay.
Not every Sukunji that will run it, but I'll invest
in it
and put my money there. Then I'll be in the board. But that MD you are getting is we have to make sure that we have one of the best. The integrity of that person will not be something we can joke with. We look at the person pedigree, look at him, look at what he has done, where he has worked and everything. Like one of the company, our procurement company, MD came out from Fidelity Bank. He was almost a DGM or AGM in Fidelity Bank. So for so many years I worked, and so we got him in as the MD and he's doing well with the business. We set up the oil and gas again. We got an MD. The man has worked in the multinational industry, in the multinationals. He was in supply chain. He was in supply. He's an executive director of supply chain. He was in Unilever. He was in different places before we got him.
Got his experience.
So when he got retired, we want to do a discussion.
So obviously let him to rest.
He said, I said, do you still want to add value? He said he has not finished. He's still very young. He can still do something. We engage him. Dan is doing well. You know, in that business, the first 1 year, the man made a 1.5 billion on profit.
What?
That's it. We continue.
Well, before I place this demand, I will open studio because maybe after this program I will come back again for our normal program. Before I place this demand to his brother, when mama on condition, then before 1 year we travel, there is some things. Then something like maybe na the brother jiri near family land where 1 year you go abroad. So only demand some certain things. And some bad friends gonna any advice. Inekwa somehow ga akụkụ. Mana ọ bụrụ onye jiri aka gbara onwe ya mbọ gaa abroad na struggle onwe ya ịpụta ebe enyi ya condition you the meant maka gịnịkwa. So onye na-eru anya ọfụma ọ jụọ nwanne ya ka ife karịa obi o ji eme ụdị ife a. So ọ bụrụ na ọ nwere ife family o ji ọ na-anya ọra arịa ya mana ọ bụ na ọ nwere onye ọbụla kwechiri. That is the truth. Mana ọ nwekwa ahịa enyi ya at least nye ya settle ya fine. That is fine.
And they're doing very well in the oil and gas man. Yeah, they're doing very, very well.
So what are they doing in oil and gas? Is this still distribution or what?
They distribute. They have clients. They distribute petroleum products. They buy and they sell. And they're doing very well on that business.
And what if they can hard work? It is really sad now. And they buy many other choosing more. They want to, our youth now want to enjoy money without working. And oh yeah, with many of them end up patronizing all these 419 DBS and all these 419 S1s. Now, 419, all these DBS and S1, they are now doing very, very well. Before, when I had to grow one DBS, because people believed Nebambo, Gaboy, Ebasia boy, except Rag, Ebambo. You got a Manandeba Rapuzrega boy, Robazia Yahoo, Sneezy Yahoo Plus, whatever you and imagine a baby a war without ego. So you just a baby BJ war if you never got ego. That is the truth. So yeah, what wrong with the wage they go now? Because all this I also so you know work, but you want to enjoy money. It's like you want to go on a club. But the man behind the ego, I can't get a club. Or you go to the club or when we all receive 1 million or what. But I get my jam if you nature. And I buy no go. And I buy no go. My had the way my fake it in over the Congo. So, only had a command bambo. You were now almost channel everywhere. Even based on Diego Faneri or Mezie or Madibia, they are attractive. So, some people now want to become Libya. Manafama, even in our system, I don't manata. Why people questioning on our bambo. Rapidly focus near bambo. So, was a shortcuts. I guess, what you said now is the best answer to those two brothers. Yes. Even if I am a business experience, before mother put a on a demand. How why you go demand one kind? Almost if demand. So man can work in anya. I don't know what if before or gaba or marry or set you. Because what happened when you got the end of the day, all for 1 year in fear. That is the truth.
They are running on their own. Doing very well. Then the other business we set up again, I invested in that place, the GPC Agro. We have an agro business that we're doing. We farm, currently farming, and then we also we farm, we do sorghum, we do soya bean, we do some other things, and we distribute to the FMCGs that they needed it. So we have an MD. I put that MD has shares in the business too. We got him from he left CBN as one of the directors in the Akobora scheme. So you understand this farming thing.
Oh,
We poached him and got him. We also colleague together when I was in the bank. He worked with me in the same bank. So got him. He's the MD of that GPC Agro, and the agro business. He's trying his best there. So most of our input we supply to the multinationals, supply Sugon. Yeah. Then we have the drink business that we're currently doing. We bring in some brands of whiskey into the country where we were invested there too. We have majority stake. I have majority stake in that business. The MD is doing very well. He's running the business.
but that's a competitive business though.
It's not. Why is it competitive
There are
business?
several whiskey brands out there.
You
Several
see,
agro products out there.
you see, you create a niche for your market. You create a niche. There are so many fake whiskeys in the market.
So many fake.
There are so many fake drinks in the market, mostly whiskey. So many fake. So what do? Go in there, get the best of franchise, get it here. Make sure you understand the distribution network, what to do. Today, that brand, the MD is doing very well with that brand in the Nigerian market.
Wow.
Almost all the modern trades, they call it the Whistler brand. It's from the island, Irish.
Irish whiskey.
We own the right in Nigeria. NAFDAC approved everything. 8 brands in the country. Doing well. Very well. Go there, attend their board meeting, see what they're doing. Look at their figures. Okay.
And you're happy with the way that
Everything. Very, very happy.
How do you deal with recruitment though? Time is not on our side, but I want to know what you think. So when you're recruiting, because I've seen that they have a method to how you recruit your, maybe the MDs or very senior people. And even when you recruit, your staff, you tend to, there's a lot of integrity in it. Sometimes you have to know the people that you're hiring. Are there other things that maybe I missed out?
You see, people say you don't have honest people in Nigeria. There's so many honest people in this country. All the companies where I'm the chairman, all the other companies where I'm the chairman, those guys are my friends. They never knew I want to recruit them, but they are my friends.
Okwe na-ege ntị mana onye nyere ego na struggle appear the money.
And they never know that someday we'll do business together. Every of them, they are my friends. I've known most of them for over 20 years. Some I've known them for over 10 years as friends.
So you're just watching them?
I'm watching them, they don't know. I'll invite them to the house, we drink, we eat, we play together, we travel together, we do everything. I don't know I'm watching. One day I'll just call you.
So what trait are you looking at when you're with them?
I'm looking at the integrity they have, looking at their character, looking at their behavior, looking at how they manage, how they look at life. I'm telling you, all of them, all the CEOs are my friends. So we are brothers. We call ourselves brothers, call ourselves friends. They don't see me as the chairman. We tease ourselves, we play. So we're making money. We're making money.
You're making money.
We're making money. We're making money. So most of them, even my executive management team, there's a guy I recruited, he never knew I would recruit him. The guy I recruited him from Fidelity Bank, he never knew. He was my relationship manager. He was managing my account. One day I called him. I was in abroad when I called him. I was in Canada, something. I don't even know Canada. I just called him. I said, boy, how far? How you doing? I said, fine. I said, fine. I said, there's an opening in my business. And I said, there's an opening in GPC. I need you. He said, what do you think? What do you do? What are you talking? You need me. I said, yes, I need you. I want you to come and join the team. He said, leave bank to come and join. Can you pay me? I was just smiling.
He was underrating you.
He was underrated. He said, can I pay? I said, I will pay. Just tell me what you need and tell me your offer. He said, what role do you want to give to me? I said, I'm engaging you as an executive director. He said, why him? I just smiled. I said, young man, I've been watching you over the years. I come to your house, I eat in your house. I play with your wife, I play with your family, I have time with them. Once in a month, I'll go to the house. I'll go there. I'm watching him. You see, when you're a friend to a CEO of a company, people don't know that you may want to, the man may have an opportunity tomorrow to push you somewhere. It is your attitude, your character that will make the person, can I trust this person? Over time, once you build your trust, you build your character, and everything is okay, why not? It's better for you to take who you know from the house than who you don't know from anywhere. Who you understood his style of life, you know what he wants.
Well, how do you deal with conflicts then? Maybe there'll be a time when they might do something bad or something you don't like. How do you deal with that? Do you let friendship come into it, or do you deal with it?
I am very professional, they know. It's you I won't deal with past. It's just you I will deal with. I am very, very professional. I don't joke with that. I will tell you from day one. They know already. Even as we are friendship, they know. They know Elvis has, he doesn't joke. That man can joke with it, but his business, that business, he doesn't joke with it too. So he knows already. So as he's coming in, he knows my style. They know. So I don't think on that method have not gotten it wrong at all. All have been doing very well. I am telling you, all has been doing very well.
All right. You said I should call you Elvis. Elvis Okonji, not Elvis. So what next for you as we round up? I mean, you said you're going to list, your plan is for you to list, but beyond that, what else for Elvis? Are you looking at Pan-Africa, or you want to say, you know what, it's time to start winding down, philanthropy? You know how life is now. At some point, you're going to philanthropy, or is it that you want to just settle with real estate? What's next for you, or your next phase in your business?
My next phase, you look at life. What do you need in this world? Life is too short. I need to have a peace. The peace I need to have is go back home to my village. I want to go back to my community. I want to impart. Yesterday I flew to my place. In the morning I came back. I can come back in the morning. I just came back today. So I can also come back the same day. So it's easier for me because there's flights everywhere. You fly, you come back. So for me, if I retire, and I want to retire early, at 60, I want to retire. So if I retire, I'll go back home. Have time for myself.
Ndị a na-ebirisi ego na abroad with document ha ka na-echekwa retire. Ndị a na-edeceive ndị be anyị weta ego fa na-echekwa retire. Mba na ọ bụrụ na fa na-eche retire, o nwere some things fa na-eme, o nwere ụfọdụ ndụ fa na-ebi fa ga-ekwesị ịdị na-ebi. Okay, ị chọrọ retire ka remain on ebe ị nọ. That will be very foolish of you. The best retirement you get when you retire in your community, peaceful community. That is the best retire you get, or the best retirement. Man, if I do na actually take you over everywhere now, your retirement can be gone. If I na with a good Jimmy if I one. You could share the money. Your retirement, where are you retiring? Where are you going to retire? Okay, retire na his village. Chukunya aka. Village, retire because of the bongo.
Go to my holidays. Just relax. Look at God. Give my time to God more. Give out what I have. Give part of it to charity. Do a lot of charity. I know where I'm coming from. From a child of a son of a mechanic, became what I was. So if I retire, I'll go back home, have time for myself, go to my holidays, just relax.
One of Rapia, Elvis Okonji. Elvis Okonji. MD, CEO of CPC Energy and Logistics Limited.
Look at God. Give my time to God more. Give out what I have. Give part of it to charity. Do a lot of charity. I know where I'm coming from. From a child of a son of a mechanic, became what I am today. My dear brother, when I look at people that came out from the same roots as I came out today, some of them don't survive. For me to survive where I am today, I want to give back. So what I want to do, I want to give back.
Do you have role models, people that maybe you look up to?
I look at, there's a man I always I treasure him so much. Femi Ototola.
Really?
I treasure that man's style. He's so calm. He's calm. Look at how what he's doing in his businesses. I studied that man. Femi doesn't stress himself. I love him so much. I want to have a handshake with him one day.
What's unique about him for you?
He's a smart businessman. Very smart. Look at how he sold AP and what he has used that money, how he has invested that money. Today, he's the chairman of First Bank. Look at Geregu. He built it very well. Look at where he is today. He's quiet, but he's just doing things, and he also has his time to relax.
Yeah.
No time, not always. No, have time. At times, you look at life, and for me, I just want to have enough time for my life and do some quiet investments.
Anybody else you look up to?
I look up to God so much. After God, he's for me. I'm telling you.
All right. Thank you so much, Elvis Okonji, for being on the coffee table. I'm sure that our
Yes, I am opening the studio. Come in, tell us your experience. Open again. N'ife a nwoke a kwuru, anụrụ m ebe o kwuru na ya kpọrọ nwanne ya ọrụ. Anụrụ m ebe o kwuru na ya kpọrọ nwanne ya nwoke ọ nwanne ya nwaanyị ọrụ. Rada, ndị o kwuru ya kpọrọ ọrụ bụ those ndị ya na ya bụ enyi, those that we are friends with him. And the friend, the father, at times from childhood. No, na their friendship, na father, na monitor many of them. Monitor over for years before yemen their employ. Or that over final. Or matter business of na my brother, na my sister, na my relative, na my uncle. So for the father, no one name my no gun already there. Now, why would you ever do na your company instead of your own kindred? He is always going for the best and the best alone. So we want you to come into the studio. Take all your life experience. If you got to go like me, I'm a very ugly experience. Your own experience or the more ugly than mine. You got to go. Mana ọ ka mma na ndị nwa ga-enwebere Yes, Edwin. Omaka Mayele, grab the mic. No.
Yes, sir. Good day, sir.
Hello.
Your lecture this morning is like you are talking to me. Honestly, as from the beginning side of your lecture, I find it quite divine. Thank you for your work. Anyway, you said it all. You need to hear currently, since this year, since January this year, I've been at war with my family members, with my siblings. Here, when they in a school, two of them, I is from like the man talking. We are from the street. I came out from the street. Nne na nna m ejighị ego. Ịma ndị a mụrụ n'agha. Ihe amanụ anyị nwanwụ ndị children of the kedu ihe anyị na-akpọ ha ịhụ ụmụ ajekpako. Anyị ahụhụ ụmụ daddy na mommy. Anyị ewerekwe na-manage. My father died. I'm the first son. I started to help one or two with my little hustling here in Europe. And every time Hannah they carry her emergency. And I won't even alone and not emergency. He was a wicked brother. So if you can plead the way, how we can understand that things are not always as planned. I say, you're an idiot. You were a useless man. You're a very wicked brother. And I just like every wickedness I did. At least you know I'm go last time. Who go school every time and he bomb for go school. I need to argue. I pay. I'm married with children. And I don't deny some stance in order to meet up with their own needs. And I have an aging mother who eventually died this January. It's now a mortuary waiting for me.
Sorry about that.
So, as I'm battling the whole thing, sorry. As I'm battling the whole thing, they don't even want to give me a breathing space. And soon no go, but I'm not quite long for a major operation. So all this thing put together, they summarily forget everything I have ever done for them in the past. If I even open one of their voicemail to me, you guys more the shows when you know here and all my brother. You say no, my brother. You see more the show no funne jimunia. You see no funne jimunia. You just wanna get it hoje kuzi to a man saying I'm amaro. But one of them I spoke to, see an old hair and I got moko no and I got a demon. And that demon will never succeed where I am. Because truth can never be defeated. I'm a man of integrity. I stand to be honest in every relationship God has blessed me with in this life. I didn't go wayo. I didn't 1-2-1-2. To the glory of God, yes. I'm stable with my job in Europe. To the glory of God, yes. At least they were going to graduate to my name. And they are doing well for themselves in United Kingdom. But nevertheless, I still have to work on myself. Like this man now talking how he's going to work for his retirement. Out of their frustration, around our village, I have to abandon it because every time I come home to do something, they always come with confusion and distraction. I have to leave the whole thing and go. And they say, how many times my life prepare guns, I know to see what they do. I may lose go almost more than 50 million naira because of my siblings. And I don't even complain.
But are they married?
They are married now. All of us
With
are
their own.
married. Yes, we are married. But still, dịka ihe ị na-ekwu, imeme ga-emezi, ị wụrụ ajọ mmadụ. So nne m anwụọla na nsị ha na mgbe m ga-abata because enwere check-up control ịga for my surgery between now and September. Nsị ba na otu o si wee dịrị m nwa na mgbe m ga-alọta ịkwa nne m ga-awụ December. You know, asị m na December dị too far, nsị ha o ji n'ọkwa ahụhụ dị ọkpara agburu.
But ọ bụ na ọ dị too far, fanwa chọrọ ka ọ dị nso. What are you stopping them?
No, I'm not stopping them. Nsị ha na o ji n'ekwa na ọhụhụ dị ọkpara agburu na ọ bụrụ na ha ga-emenwu ihe dị na ya na ha go ahead.
Yes.
But mụ nwa ma na ha agaghị emenwu ihe dị na ya.
Asịkwana gịnị?
Ha nwa ga-ekwetekwa ha ịma pride wouldn't let them to be honest to themselves. You know? So but personally as ụmụnne m ha ọmụnwa mana ha ga-emenwu ife dị na ya. Because ha na-ekwu that na God always give peace to the righteous and put smile in their mouth while the wicked always cry because of their evil. These people, that scripture confirm the character that is around me. At least even when I go to now, I can please 3 cows gonna go to one side. Nke ị ga-enye go to ndị where your mother come from. So you know obodo oyibo ha believe in everything ego gbọrọ kasa.
Exactly.
So mụnwa mana otu o si but mụnwa I decide to go yes. Ihe ahụ m ga-eme n'ebe nne m nọ. Mgbe ọ na-ejighị ahụ emergency, any the deposit of 1 million naira. I don't even have that 1 million naira during that emergency. But the last morning, I have to send it to them. So that's why I make her survive. Ego nke ahụ for within 2 days, I lose 1 million naira. Okay, fine. Ha nwachiri ezie ka m kwado njecha test m ga-aga mụnwa lọtawa. Eziokwu na o tere aka, yes. But in na the weather from now till mụ wee kwado na lọtawa. August ka nne ji alakarị na Nigeria because of summer holidays for here. Okay, that August na awụkarị udu mmiri. Weather adị mma. And m checkzie, okay, fine. Ya wụzie that December, at least ọkọchị ya akọ. Ndị niile ga-abịa that program ga-abịa with their own, out of their own free will, no stress, no more stress. This is how I view it. And ọrụkọ na ego ahụ adịrọ m ejikwa nne today nke taa nke echi. I have the money. But ihe mere no ihe ahụ when you want to honor your dead, you have to honor them precisely, at least based on our culture and tradition. Any name and car. And for everything you can hear, more actually involved. And in that involvement, man, will answer that Namua get majority expenses I get back. But how are you using that grace? And now after that I'm nobody. This sort ni na ha na-enye m range sefa ojinokwa na ohun de paraburu. Now I'm the very wicked.
And they are not going to do anything. Definitely they must wait for you.
They must wait for me. I don't going to have anything. But we go one car on now. You know?
It's a good if I'm mad. On what I go in your fa Gezuni. At the end of the day, Fagas yes.
Exactly. And more they afraid in that money. More they afraid, more about 5 to 6 million naira na wire. Mauruna no my father na alive, mama. When I get my dad, see my dad go ahead. No how say man or okay, we take extra 1 million or somewhere the other idea. Maybe phone your girl or two making 500 or idea. Before you know it, he had a maga. But these people now, their mouth is poisonous. Ha ga-agwawa obi gwa gị ihe ga-ebute high BP, gwa gị ihe ga-eme dana stroke ozugbo. This is the pressure. So lecturing here is going a long way to really position us to know how to guide our, our mental, our mindset when a situation like this comes. You know, eji nnọọ Chukwu emekwa ebere banye m obi umeala, enwere m obi umeala na-eso ha. Akpọma m iyi ahụ akpọma ọchana m ayọkwa ha buko so biko unu ewe n'iwe na December ka m ga-enwe chance ịbata. Aha nwa amacha my reasons. I don't have to continue to elaborate and elaborate. Elaborate ka na m onye a ekwe m ihe mụ agbanyụzie fon gbazie ha nkịtị.
Ife bachọrọ bụ ise ndị ego fama ebere afa onwe chenji pụtara na ife afọkọ isi ya na-akpa.
Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ka m sedịrị iwe n'olu ọma gwa m ya with respect, because respect is only where peace can come. No respect, no peace. And so ị ga-eme ịpụta ị na-agwa mmadụ ibe gị okwu ọjọọ na-akpụ iyi even laying all manner of curses against that your brother here pụrụ gị.
Asif na o mere onye mere ibia.
Asif na ọ bụrụ onye mere ibia ọ ga-ekele nna. Asif na ọ nwere onye nwe obligation ya na ọwụ obligation na aga m enyerịrị gị aka. Agba ha na mụ ahụghị Messiah. I'm not the savior. I'm hustling here. Oyi na-atụ m every day. Anwụ na-amụ m every day. Mmiri na-amụ m every day. Ọ na-mgbe ụfọdụ ị ga-abata ọ dịghị ezu. Mgbe ị na-apụ n'ụgwọ ụlọ kwụọ bills kwụọ ihe niile gba afọ eti na moto gị. Anyị na-ejekwa occasion here. Anyị na-eme mmemme here. Before you know it, ị nwezi ego ihe. But every day ha na-eche the phone. Even one of them na-agba flight gaa holidays na Switzerland. You know? Yeah. I'm telling you, other than na bank, isizi ya ngwa ihe na kedu ihe iyi obido kparịba ya soro agụ oyibo ahụ ọ na-asọ ọkwa ego gị.
Okay, ọ na-arụ na bank, ọ na-aga holiday.
Ọ na-aga holidays. Ma sisi mgbara nọ n'obodo a, sisi mgbara nọ na this country, amaghị m ebe wu the next village here. I don't even know. Because nchọrọ ka ihe niile
onweta his own money o wee nwayọ rie n'ụzọ
rie ya spend ya ọfụma were ya zụọ moto na-agba. But ihe niile ma na onye progress just like this ọga na-ekwu progress ya na average Nigeria na this ọga ọwụ the same thing. You know? Ọ show ka ndị Nigeria na-eme ihe kwuru eke ya is from your voice. Mgbe ejegide ịma ma o jiri ọgwụ na-agba moto ahụ ma o jiri ọgwụ nweta position ọrụ na bank. Werezie na-etretin ihe niile na-ara ndị ị ga-ekwetezi ihe okwuru wụrụ foolish man. So ihe nna confirm bise ijuru ma ọrụ mekwere nwaanyị sa alụgo ya ka m ji kpọwasị nka ngwa ya na alụgo nwaanyị. And Chineke gọziri m with my good children. At least nwa nwaanyị wee midwife na UK. Dara wee cardiologist na UK. So mụ nwee ekwechirigo ọ ga-ekele na ekwechirigo m ivu nlagodi ala mgbe ọbụla njila ana m ele ha n'anya. Onye bịa jụọ m what do you want? Ọ bụrụ na eji m ihe ọ chọrọ ewere m enye ndị eji asị m ọdụ ha simple ana m hapụ because I need to be a man. I need to take care of myself. You know? I need to take care of myself. Achọrọ m iso ha aga holidays. I want them ọrụ go to Slovenia. Eje Slovenia ma Bulgaria here ma Yugoslavia. There, another place from my own environment, which I've never done in my life because of them.
I'll go 3 days.
I'll go 3 days. But I'm privileged to make those things. Here my dream. When will I go on holidays? When Nigeria has in Nigeria was maybe Odogu. At least I'm like it, so Lego. Are we here na-eme ihe a ka mmeji tụ mmadụ bọndụl ego? It's just like our doctor guy is talking. He's really a good businessman, no doubt. And there were many like him in Nigeria. You know, the cool way, so there are many honest businessmen in Nigeria. But how are the very few? And they don't make noise. Come here, Jeme kuto phone your macaroni and am. One enyere gị aka. Anyị ebe aka ọ ga-enyere gị awa so inye gị ego. At least onye nye ideas. What to do, how to move. Ịlakwa Nigeria egbe gị n'ahụ. Ọ gwaghị ebe otu ị ga-esi na-aga na otu ị ga-esi na-ebi ndụ without problem. Anya ka eji enwe mmadụ. Asị onye nwere mmadụ ka onye nwere ego. But my greatest joy today, is that good name is wealth. So I'm not jealous. I'm not that kind of person who is jealous of other people's success. I'm not envious of anybody's progress. In a like, I look to unlike maybe a pattern on your platform soon. So That's how I follow people. I want to be here and like I don't do you can't see media. I can't even go there and comment because about you poison when I'm never 2 months a broom poison potawa. So come on and come on and game no name with knowledge like this morning. So you see Koga Kelenna,
Thank you.
people got there again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Onye ọbụla kwechiri maka onye zọba eke ya mgbe ọ bụ na o nwere people that can actually purchase their own ticket. Ịghọtago onye ga-eji nwa aka ya were ego ya gbaa tiketi gaa Switzerland gakụwa ọ ga-akwụsịkwa na then o ruzie na ife family ịmabụ na responsibility family onye gbara tiketi gaa Switzerland gakụwa ekwechiri n'afọ aka ọkpọ ịma na onye ahụ demon ka nna agaghị onye ahụ ekwensu onye ahụ amosi. So come into the studio and tell us your experience and if you share. Triple M, Amaka Mele, grab the mic.
Oh yes, so is it Wokowo?
Hello.
You drink one name, but there's a kubondo. Mago, ekelele mwana woke kweku n'ikpeazụ. Kelekwana ụmụnne m dị nkere na comment section. Dode mmadụ niile. Ka asa a na-eme ọnwa. Ọ bụ eziokwu na anyị na-achọ nnwere onwe. Everything have to be in place. Anyị kwesịrị ịma ihe niile. Ọ bụghị naanị ndị gara akwụkwọ. Ndị gara amara ha dum na ama enwere inbuilt knowledge. Going higher institution or schooling both to develop it and get acquired more. Mana o nwere ndị nke nwere Chineke ji wee zute gị n'ụwa a kwesịrị ịma. And an average human being on this earth ma nke bụ nke ọma ma nke bụ nke ọjọọ hapụkwana na-apụta na ọgbọ na-akọ eri maybe in order to protect your interest or anything. After that, you yourself, your conscience will tell you na ihe ikekwara ebe a kwe mana ọ dịghị mma mana ọkwana maka ego a maka interest gị aka iji na-ekwu ihe a kwe mana ọ dịghị mma obi ga na-acha gịtarị na be anyị enwere ihe na-adị na-eme na be anyị and mbịa na-emecha those things sometimes ebe m na channel ya bụ the condition anyị nwetara onwe anyị mere anyị ji wee nọrọ n'ọnọdụ niile ahụ maka na ọ the condition ọ bụ na anyị kpụrụ echiche ya azụ onwero ndị hụrụ onwe ha n'anya n'ala Igbo n'ụwa karịa Igbo dịka alụsịrị ọgụ Biafra na Nigeria agbawa ya aka nasịa ihe niile anyị nwere ndị nke property asọ abandoned property even na azụ ụlọ anyị Rivers State emere abandoned properties there. My father lost his properties in the north Sabongeri Kano nke ahụ dịgodo fa anyị wee godo na ọwụ anyị na ha wụ mana ndị nke azụ ụlọ anyị ewee kwere eme anyị ihe a we are just like anụmanụ nọzi n'ime ọhịa survival of the fittest ya godo na ihe ọnwa na ike ịhụrụ ka ị ga-atagbuo dị ndụ gị tagbuo ọhịa tiri anyị n'ọnọdụ anyị nọ n'ime ya merenụ ndị ụmụnne anyị oge ahụ ji wee gbakọta isi ọnụ sị we can't continue like this ka anyị mara ihe ga-enyere anyị aka eji wee weta the idea of People's Club of Nigeria ka ihe People's Club of Nigeria na-arụ agbakọta ọnụ onye nke weta penepene afọ atọkọ ya ọnụ nye ya mmadụ na agbamofu onye ha ebi uji oja business wetakwa return achọkwa another person. That is how we started building. Emekwa introduce ịkpọ nwa boy bịa saa abụọ mụ how many years mee settle oge ma n'ime ihe ha na ụmụ nwere ndị gbasịrị boy ahụ esetụlụ ha nwee ndị nke gbasịrịnụ agbawa ha aka ndị nke ha gbawara aka does not mean that agaghị afụta ya na ọ bụ ihe ọjọọ because of na ha ga-emecha agbawa ha aka ha ya ọ bụrụzie that na ịgbazi boy adọzụ mma otu ahụ ka ọ dịkwa na ndị pụrụ obodo oyibo o nwere obodo na family a na-abịa agbakọta aka mụ n'obodo emere ma n'obodo anyị ahụ nwa brain ya dị sharp obodo agbakọta aka zụọ ya sụpịa n'akwụkwọ ọ ga ahịa tụta ihe ediri ya n'ahịa ọ bịa chọkwa onye ọzọ kpọrọ na family ga-abịa achịkọta ọnụ so ngwa ebe ọ dị otu a nwanne anyị nwoke a anyị chọrọ ka akpọpụ obodo oyibo anyị nwere ego kwa anyị chọọ ofu a na-arị ere a na nwanne irukwa ebe ahụ cheta otu family dị ọgaba then chukwu emerụ ebere oge ebe ahụ mụọ ọfụma na-enweretazi ihe n'ụlọ ndị nke nọ n'ụlọ lozozie ebe ha si wee bido na-agbazi oringo agbadoro ime nwanne ya nwoke mpụrụ ebe ahụ na-anụzi ihe na-emenu afụgo so many people anọ obodo oyibo sendara ego ka arụọ ụlọ ka agbata ego a na-abịa a na-ewere fake picture na-afọwọdụ nwanne nwoke si mechazie ma ọ nwanne nwaanyị na-atazie ka ọ bịa fụ ihe n'ihi onye nke anọ na-enye ego foonu ya anyụọ ifugu ya nwekwe ndị nke gaziri ọfụma nwee ndị nke gụrụ ọfụma na-ezite ndị ego a na-arụ anata afọ ife arụrụ so ihe dị abụ individual differences we don't generalize it ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ji asị na igbo jọnjọ enweghị community onweghị tribe na-enweghị onye ọjọọ ifugu ya so on the area of family maybe mmadụ na-eweta ihe na-ewetere ụmụnne ya ha na-eme ihe nke I will be proud of my own family because ahụrụ m so many families their senior brother amụrụ anyị 8 ka anyị dị ụmụ nwoke 5 ụmụ nwaanyị 3 and ụmụ nwaanyị bụ awụ last born ada alụgodi nke na-eso ya alụgodi ọfụzọ nke last born the last one mụ nwa na onwe m nọkwara UK nke tọrọ m nọ Germany nke our second son no this thing Cameroon. Now bring it down. Our senior brother na nke our third son no buy. Mana n'ime ihe niile my brother. I can na-ekwu tomorrow. No one more so kwa ga me question senior brother dịka my senior brother. Ọ mmadụ ka but that doesn't mean that when ga-apụta ihe akịta ọgwa ga na senior brother ya na onye ha abụrụ ya. Na-etinyekwe n'aka ebe ahụ ọ gaghị eme anyị ka hapụ ịdị na-eme ihe ọma nwanne ị ga-ebu ụzọ neta onwe gị and ịdị unlucky bata na family ahụ bụ ewesịrị pipe die gị na-arụ if you don't take time they will drag you down. Ichi use your brain ya bụ na ọ bụ ihe ị ga-akpọ lawyer ya dị involve don't look at anybody enwe lawyer dị involve enwe onye nke ị chọrọ settle ya lefe anya maka si a na-azụ ana ebe a na-azụ ana onye ejiji ga na-akọnye n'ala gị setụ n'ọnya tomorrow ọsọzie ya nyọsọzi ya mezie ya bịazi na-akọ eri dọkụmentị ya nọ maka ihe a na-eme ataisi abịa na family ebukọta oche a na-asị na oke na-egwu otu a ga-esi eme ya ndị family enwere some family members dị arụrụ ala they will even back that your brother nọ na village stay to go even say a ga-achọwa ọtụmọkpọ a ga-eji wee dọpụta gị hey igbo anyị awezokwu abịasị na igbo jọrọ njọ jokwu mana ndị ezigbo mmadụ ka ndị ọjọọ mana ịgbago na ihe ọjọọ na-enwe ka etu o si eme o meghara ote ọ dị more louder ihe ọjọọ na-adị more louder na ihe ọma bring it down to ụmụ nwaanyị nọ n'obodo oyibo eme abịasị na o nwee ihe ụmụ nwaanyị na-eme ụmụ nwoke dị n'obodo oyibo nwanne ịbịa na ihe ahụ ọ gwụla all 5% hapụ ihe abịajerize ya 5% of ụmụ nwaanyị wu ndị na-emedatị ndị kewu ndị ọjọọ ahụ only 5%. 95% na-eme ọfụma ị gaghị ahụ ya na iro ị gaghị ahụ social media gosi ya mana that 5% ahụ bụ ya na-aka eme arụ ọ dị ka ihe a na-eme anyị na risawa freedom na be anyị ndị ọma chọrọ freedom a ka ndị ọjọọ take it or leave it ndị ọma chọrọ freedom a ka ndị ọjọọ but that negative part of it na ka make the loudest noise. The reason bụ otu ahụ anyị na ha nọ a na-eme datin ndị our opposition na-achọghị ka anyị na-abụ ndị ugwu ma ndị ofe mmanụ ndị nke mkpụrụ mmadụ ahụ raise data ala ndị ahụ eme amplified ọ dị ka ọha ka if zoo as a ha so kere na ihe anyị na-eme adịghị enwe isi ihe anyị na-eme ọ dịghị eme nke ọ dị eme nke a ha megide one day soke na ha ga-eti ige referendum even ma ndị ahụ ndị esefu na fight against the freedom ga-eso vote against zoo. Why are they running away from it? If this for our brother ha bịa ha na ọdịda ka anụ mezi ka a na-afụ ka ihe nwere onwe ọ bụzi ihe ọnwụ mmadụ ọ bụ ihe ọjọọ. That is the way zoo is being breeded. Ngwa na-ekwu ya ekwusi ike. Why they are fighting that our freedom with that? Zoo itself, ha enweghị freedom, ha amaghị ihe ọ bụ. They can't give you what they don't have. Then our few people, they want to say, and when they make here, let's follow them, support them. Ewu palo nisi ekewa ebidu kwa nisi biduwe. Ewu palo nke people trust no. Esu na Ethiopia. The people, 95% of people now say that now support Okengere. Na during the time that na PM Siagawa, now PM they appointed. Those are the same people that fought PM that now zoo agent. Today, how now fight against the real people. So you know our people always look that na everybody with the one will condition them, but that will not make us not to do the right thing at the right time. They can one time work kuroku. Always look that na due to your program, but I will only advise you. Etosi eme ihe. Emago na ali Igbo na ndo kabia. Maybe you can still do it because you will not energy ego. You will not have 3 months. I want onye gị nwụọ ya karịa 3 months na chọọchị agazikwa abịa na ha gakwa ha abịa eme ihe n'ihi ọ bụ onye na-eji ha ego maka ihe lọta ha ala were ego karịa chọọchị si ele ihe ọwụ mgbe ele ihe iwu akwa anyị ada n'iwu ọwa ego ole ka ọ bụ ha si lekwe iwu ọbụla nwere price ha si lekwe ego ole gị ga-akwụ you have the money you pay you do it on your own maka gị igwe ego ahụ mkpụrụ nwanne onye na-anọghị ndoji ahụ na-aga ọkụ bin ịmatara ndị gị na ha nọ Obu hotel my own now, my own family no now. Insurance is covered. Mo here me na so ihe ego aga eme ya. Ịgbapụ ha ego ahụ ga-agozi ahụ ediri ya. Nwere ndị gaji ya mere ọrụ ahụ. Mana ọ bụrụ inwe ha dị onye ahụ, nwanne use your brain. Ya wuru iwu ahụ kwụọ dị iwu. Our people the mean. O nwere some people the mean. O gwula so our people ndị ahụ onye ahụ ya na-eme gị ihe ọjọọ. Ya nwa ga-aka nọrọ gị nso na-ata ahụ n'isi gị. Na epeti gị mana ya na-egbu gị which agwazi gị enwute bi gasef ada agwazi gị lekwe na-eme gị ị ga-asọ washi igwasef ga-aṅụrụ iyi na onye a ga-eme gị ihe ahụ hey onye nke na-eleta m erile m nrite ọya ma even onye na-ahapụta na mgbe ọsọ si ya nwa na nga na-eleta m onye ahụ chọrọ itipịa gị because ya nye gap gị nwee solution but our people don't know that. Thank you so much, my brother. Can I make ndị be anyị anya? Na keep as well. Freedom, man. We are fighting this freedom in multi-dimension. Setback. We have to tackle them and destroy them before the total freedom arrive. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Trevor anyị adịghị egboku ya in general na onye ọbụla ka ọ na family ọbụla ọ ụmụnne niile chọrọ njọ. No, anyị kewara ekewa because anyị ma na ọ nwere ndị bụ ezigbo mmadụ. Anyị ma na ọ nwere ndị ji uche fa. Anyị ma na ọ nwere ndị mma na ọganiru nwanne fa bụ ọganiru fa. Anyị ma na ọ nwere ndị bụ na ife ọmụ ọbụla nwanne fa na-eme na fa na-akpachapụrụ ya anya knowing fully well na ọbụla nwanne ya stand ya na fa stand go. Mana ọ nweziri ndị bụ na ife ọbụla nwanne fa weta they must find how to like make it, convert it on their own. On the guy kind of Kevin, greetings from here. Grab the mic.
Maazị Kelenna Makamelego.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Ihe ndị wee bata mana the topic mmadụ ikwu ka ndụ si wee dị ma ihe ndị be anyị ọ bụ eziokwu na we are talking about ihe anyị ji ekwu maka Igbo anaghị ekwu in general we are talking about each individual onye ọ na-ekwu ka o si wee dịrị ya nwa n'onwe ya ịghọtago when I was growing up I heard and I saw that Igbo fụrụ onwe ha n'anya. I saw so many things and I made that time. Even fence anaghị eme fence ịbatagba onye anyị niile pụọ so ọkwa ihe nwere onwe a ka anyị nidili because all system Nigeria maybe also maybe I also tiri anyị. So that brings in my own problem. As I got this platform kwupụta ka o si wee dere maka onwe ihe mmadụ bi n'obi ọ na-anyịwu onye ahụ. So I just want to appreciate you for giving me this opportunity because I want somebody. I came from a very, very poor background and from a polygamous family. Polygamous family in the sense that my papa also atọ to be precise. So when I go again 4 years, my mother no. separate him. When Hane feeds him that now my mother rejected me, reject. That was what they have been feeding me from 4 years. So I was now growing up believing that now one number not my mother. That was how I began to grow up. Now, fast forward, he make us wed, boy, he make us wed from boy and everything. I chose a boy from there. Life was miserable. Life the miserable. To the extent I got to boy, my own father, I don't go 8 years. I told na boy, my father could not go out of the hatreds. Also, my mother no. He could not go. Ogam say why apology to this boy. He was in agreement with Ogam, in agreement. So I felt bad. Suicide was the only mission. That was what came to my mind that moment. Suicide. God will have it. When I wanted to do it, somebody said, that's the Eco Bridge. Can't you imagine? Somebody for a long time. God bless his soul. Because we go now. Now we go from Lagos to Kano. That was how my sins came back. What I wanted to do. Fast forward again. If I'm mad now manage life, and things were not going. Before you know it, I had a mother call me about Iga Bodoyibo. I mean, Iga Equatorial Guinea. And I go Bodoyibo. Equatorial Guinea. That in Equatorial Guinea, that now people are doing very well there. I should try that place. I maybe here and can go away. That was how I began to plan to go to Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea with fake visa, fake passport. Because they got him original one. I wouldn't match him, no, they got the fake visa and the way guy Equatorial Guinea. One man on your Yoruba new. All my council, Kamana was wed, or some Konya Maka, on Amego. That was how I went to Equatorial Guinea through over this small fisher boat and the fisherman. Even in this Ainazo, Bunukubo, so Ainazo. How Bibu, they have all the million channing around, hand channing, we saw the man channing around.
But wait, from where to Equatorial Guinea direct?
From Calabar to Equatorial Guinea. I have to take about I got to be in Calabar before. Everybody can't go Calabar, I said bank Apple. So I went to Calabar. From there, no, how many days before I got Equatorial Guinea.
Okay, sorry, from Calabar to Equatorial Guinea by Oyi and how many days got take is it?
No, normally it has to be 4 to 6 hours. Can I buy here kulu? In I got him before. So and no life jacket. How with a life jacket? Some people say now. So if I go in by some people say no. If you are given life jacket, it must be everybody. If I go, I say okay. Another guy with that life jacket. Man, look what I want. Over say 12 or 18 people. I never almost 40. Apart from Casadin, Gaba Equatorial Guinea. On our way to Equatorial Guinea, this way, not only that. Maybe or not on Harry, and not all key that way memory, the person on your map memory, stopped at water key, and it can't be in Naga, time and Naga, million to Harry Obo, and the here compass, there's no compass, AG again, just Anya. Before you know it, a meeting in anime, and I just came in Anya go, drivers never, conductors never, never. Before you know it now, they choose one route, not knowing that they are going the wrong way. Buy for hours, wrong way, meet in the army oil. I say, we should go back. And I make a mistake, but then go. And I think, okay, well, how do we do? Should we go to continue the journey, or should we go to Abana? To vote and this Kagaba for some people say let's go, let's do it. One Bible make what the old man of Maka could take when in the Bible. Simuno the old young so engine about $300 and save with the amount only God knows can save this money. So to go heaven and earth. And then I go to again that time. You go with Ngwa here. Maybe I went to this $300. Well, cut to the story short, we came in to Equatorial Guinea after Northern for some days. We entered Equatorial Guinea. Here my passport because the money how fake, fake, all fake and iPhone here. So you have to come and take your passport after. Only got the my passport, but I release them everything gang come fine. Fast forward it now. The person man aboni man about the same. Now I just think when I'm hembo. And say I'm now one them hembo. Na ha awesome get na Equatorial Guinea man. And say no I told them come on $300. Ah some okay so one about $300 big something like big money. We can do something. Or Simo don't to worry that now all that he will help me at home where I cause oh even a man obey. I was so happy. Go over here, I think to go with the and obey. That was how we reached Equatorial Guinea. Fast forward, I was in Bay. Or some more than they my hair. Or happen on shop here. Or happen on the shop. You know what shop? I'm not shop. I'm going to get Canta. Magan shop, it's all Canta. Or happen the Canta, happen be Yamada Sharuno. A happier, some of our my hair, and wait $100 near this man. Or this boy. Or move. Nazria had nail Nathan because we sent to Nathan Diego, and they didn't so cricket. It made you fast forward before you know it. 1 month I got highest 1 week. You got about 1 month. 400 boy. Egum go handle didn't go happen. Every go hunter, same day. More than another go. Ha. Yeah, can fast forward now. The boy has it or has it before adding her life before adding by the before you make I got somewhere I got make call. Boy, I go they have phone all hands I don't like that. Before you know it now, the boy shows his face. So I wasn't stranded. I must pay the house. Equatorial Guinea and the way that awkward then I'm now. The way that I awkward there. I done about also. I don't have about even how your one is gone. How you be about change from there? Nabongo. In this aspect, didn't make it because okay, Napo, and we're more bundle with Chineke. Asking me if you do him chibim, Namma again, Mamma. So, each time Hana Chao, each time Hana Baba was that I've got the apple, Ghana toilet to do Paladopo. Can't get your mamma before you don't die, but what was the Pocon mother? The whole compound, I will be the only person to save. Only 3 times. And the man that na and I bought na phone now one that na Nabia. Say no, you're opportunity. Na gonna boss. I could send the mother. Do how so God was faithful with me that moment, that time. Now, fast forward now. Magay the kuya makandi by that only nabagi ha or be has it with Equatorial Guinea. But then Chikume but ask and to go small. Name my babin salon na name my fast food or food fast food name my babin salon. So this boy doesn't know about it. I see him because no na ejiko problem na ka jiko menka ko be them kama na bono wa ka nsamba biko cha nejide nka hiche. Now fast forward again now again na cho enwe mo yin wan Equatorial Guinea ba. But then I was now making money. Oh, here I'm not making money. I was now making money, and then lifestyle they call change here. Though I was smoking before, but my smoking now be or add this year. Which one will times 10. Arrogance, imago, and they behind the way people police they kill you and nothing happen. I bag each other about police about the police about Nabata or Ganabata na so that was I was not living a life of extravagant life. Live something. So I had a girlfriend man about the serious that time. All I got Spain. Holidays or better. I call your whole so I got Spain. And say look, I got Spain, I got Spain holiday, but I why not go I got Spain? You make a way, then you bought a monogramma by I do Spain. No case here, man. Or some where? Say yes. The girl plan was before you know it. Or people Gava Spain. Yeah, when I got Spain now. Now, easy of Mogo Spain. I can see it very well. Or that wasn't someone maybe I was Spain and said because happy on what am I going to do in Spain? Being in Spain, more animals in Nathan Diego. I remember more than akata for your mother. More than akata for him. And that's him just Spain. Now again, I got the Spain. I sent the go. Magodi ha. So I spoke to her and I'm not coming. Ever them okay. But at the time now, I now felt that now that's now life and busy now. The way I talk to police people, the way they can shoot you anyhow. I don't even sleep. 12 o'clock. I will go out or with friends. I'll continue the day like that. Only God knows how I survived. So all this in name, I now react and say, what I need to do now, I have to travel out because here in the I will die here. Either I'm out of recklessness or now the police I'm so now body get said because I want to travel back now to Equatorial Guinea. I mean to Spain. Or some my go man, my man. Go man. And say okay. Now so one no get about seven bottom nam duraju. Nakata go man. No get was the ya choka bottom na Spain. So okay. Okay, this lady. When will I come at that time? I'll quite the Spain or send them the alcohol. And that alcohol may expire 1 month go on may expire. I will let the embassy in Equatorial Guinea. And that's not now you now with the bongo. Now him make it out Namagana bongo. Gali Halicia documents anything from me. And all I met those documents, all those documents. Now I made the na embassy in Lagos, Spanish embassy in Lagos. I have certified that they are authentic. Immediately, then I will now come back to Equatorial Guinea and embassy. Visa. In Agota. That was how I now rushed. Plane came plane came plane. Plane we made in Russia. Go to Nigeria and Lagos. Maybe all those documents or everything authentic. Maybe now, I put a line even by 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Never put a line at Spanish embassy. I put on a line. I'm not getting me. So I now went there. For where? I said, go for line. Go for line. For now, you don't book appointment. I have to go and book appointment. Appointment have book room. Hang them the date or the same date. Appointment at Spanish embassy in Equatorial Guinea. Remember that in 1 month. 1 month this hour the get the way but I expire. I now go the documents in Nigeria. Fine. All the Abuja gas certified here authentic. Bring it now back to the Spanish embassy na Lagos. Kahaswe stamp. My brother, my junior brother. Ofun na makota mo kaneji. Nka ofun na. Boy I say because yeah, no, offer yes, where is it now? Now I cannot deba chere. Me see the appointment in Equatorial Guinea. Now you now, yeah, organ for this appointment. They send them this thing via DHL. I call go one madinaka. Move votes, but now back to Equatorial Guinea. The next thing, na Abuja. Now the ministry in cast na area with one can. Ega hang with Walezu. Abaya kwa mego ozo. America. That na hey na ministry in Kakwa. Na the owner can this boy was when about Mego now Mego. Even the girlfriend the same that na or the mama that near Wayaka on the Masonia one them and say it's not one them or sin on the man no Wayaka and say I'm not Wayaka but we need the documents. I'm not even way but at least an America a man at Chineke Mete Nobi. Go send the documents. Yeah, came roughly that time, that period, close to 3 to 4 million. Naira that time, I'm talking about 2009 come out of Spain. So yeah, 2008 ending. So yeah, can get the number. It was no as if in this other place we are. So or guy code number Abuja now. Now Abuja na the person night bomb. And say okay, the person bomb the person bomb or number show number one no can have one. Code to hear from. So go better and say code. Say, how can you do this to me? Yeah, then okay. Or some working that with the own money with the mama. But of the mama go the problem here. No, or some I should come to Nigeria and take my documents. That pump and play. Come to Nigeria and take your document. That's the Akumoto. That moment. The day I got the Spanish embassy. Ban Spanish embassy. And we are sorry. Your document has expired. That is. Go in them spending.
But wait. The guy of Manchester send the other guy.
Oh, send the. I think awesome. Come to Nigeria and take your documents.
Okay.
Awesome. Come to Nigeria and take your document. So there's no way. I go to Nigeria with the document. Get Spanish embassy. Even with appointment before. No, we are sorry, your document has expired. I was crying like a child. And I'm back when I'm Spain. Can I back when I go lose? I don't know. I'm looking at so I was just crying. Now fast forward, okay, I just turned back. I went home. Sometimes we blame God for everything. So I went home. I had a way of speaking to my God. I talked to God. But I know how I talk to my God. Because they work on documents, and I have documents. Or the paper and before I present him. But before 3 years before I went out, I'm free. So okay, here now. I went home. Even the lady, the girl to go with the document. I'm telling you, I'm for doing nothing. Don't know. So I now went inside the house, talking to God. Say, God, you know that I'm not going to travel. He will happen. No, we spend the beggar, spend the cheguni. How will I start? Again. So I just said it out of my influence, my frustration. It made him question him. So I now spoke to God anyhow, which I am. Life, I just let me start from where I manage God's life. Under 1 month, phone no ring, yeah. Phone no ring. But the breakthrough. So under 1 month, phone no ring, yeah. Or Spanish embassy. I said, is that Kevin? My English name. And say, yes. I said, that the name in the Spanish embassy. I should come with my passport. In I got Spain, in I got Spanish embassy. Document in article with it. I want to go get the ordinary passport. We in them. I want to be him. So I was just going, Kangana, who knows? I just got there. But I will near my passport. I need the passport, name Anya. How do you documents in that motor? They only ask me, when do you want to travel? That is, Madi, when do you want to travel? And say next month, on the February 13th. And say next month, which is next month, on 13th March. And say next month. And now document when we had a some go on the next month, Mobia, but more go ticket. That was how I saw myself in Spain without documents. Just what I can say in Spain. Now, if fast forward now, thank God no government was in Spain because about Spain that made them but Spain can document because of that paper and that lady waited the document omelem abata mozibo Ghana Sunday ma dem problem because ozibo mbata ozibo process ozibo nye ma akwụkwọ ozibo without go come with my documents. Now eventually that now Chineke has been faithful to me, but family name they take you miles behind because now this thing now by that now but Spain God church I got so many churches in Ghana na church na about easy about Spain na about Spain everything okay but Spain nke when one can already there was no job. Even I wanted to go back to Korea again. I wanted to go back and they might not some again. document in within the man na-achọ for years. They get on a plate of gold. And that's going to so that was how I stayed. I went to Jehovah's Witness. Not only Huchineke. I went to Jehovah's Witness. Okay, I better coach him. I coach him. More than we had needed. I coach him. Never we had needed. All the time, we was no problem. When problem, maybe you man can. In my hand, I said, well, not quite a man in Africa. You have the Chinese get back to Africa. No, Africa now having Johnson. Get another place. A guy has not touched the Brazil. I got to talk to Brazil. I may every Wednesday, Sunday, 3 days in a week. I got I go to Blue Bible, go work at the another gem. Each time we'll envelope. Envelope on Naka. And say envelope on Kaka. I'm envelope. And say envelope on Kaka. I said, yes, I'm making something. And some I'm even to eat my problem. Even to eat, and so on. Hasimo have to sow the seed of faith. Now, what I mean, how can God help you? No, but I have to do something now also. So I'm going one chance. Thank God be God. Oh, we're talking about and that church cannot rule today. I'm telling you, that church now on America, on Europe, on so everybody from Africa, but not Cameroon. I can be in Cameroon. Almost everywhere, Church of God, Ministry of Jesus Christ International. Eba Kambala. Can you go my testimony? God is alive. When I went to this church, somebody be bomb Ebabi, and I went to Caritas in Yayuno. All from 1 month, Kachubuzi Nuno, Gasna, baby, the Gamaka, I'm high Chubuzi Nuno, come see you Ebampo, can chop away. This lady, we have seen that now I say somebody do good. Naturally, me invite in a church where God speaks. Sincere because. No, that is the only thing. I need to go to speak to me. Because I'm mad at the other hand. Before I name the address, I went there. I went to this place after the sermon. As now a prophecy, individual prophecy. Because I can see. Then message for not taking the now again see the prophecy. That moment the person now that the way you spoke as in front of God, the way you spoke to me in your place. Now I'm going to answer that day that now I'm here travel, spend all my money in all those prophecy. Now that time I table only so now how no because if not, na more I'm
wait. On your chat, boy and negative prophecy. A
woman
to some people, there is no prophecy, there is nothing like prophet. All these things in imagination. Go ahead.
So I received the prophecy when I went because of the permit that time because now I'm Spain, I'm Spain. Now I go see that now I go no Spain. No I Spain. And the more I serve a country very close to my own country. And no guy that he will bring me back to Spain again. Even up till now, I'm a problem. Even maybe. But the Caritas are quite of my chupo. Or some that I'm going to be in that house until you that is the message. For that message. The Caritas every time. Some Kevin. Next month, next month to the streets. So more to do pick call her. Man was born with this prophecy. More about the harbor. More had I was at naturally make a course, painting course. I would about my bag, I can physical, my go put here. I know when your neighbor, when I snow cop or a kayak course. I some course how many months and say 3 months. I said, okay, I never that 3 months, I made the course. Fine. So from that 3 months, I was in the Caritas extra 2 years. achụsụsịa ndị niile ụlọ nwere about 8 rooms. Some ability na 8 rooms and parlor, some ability na I'm telling you, achụsịa onye ọhụrụ na ndị ọfọ abebeghị. Some ability na cause mere mụ onye painted ha the uno, painted ha the house. Everything was okay. So actually how God speaks, how God manifests. So I received that prophecy. Everything. So I had to remove this thing out of my chest because it's not painful. So European out of my chest. The first person sent Diego from Spain with that my brother. The first person sent Diego Uyama. Send Diego. But this same brother or mother even up to now all can team in 419. More take a cause you no no. Na yawa ebo knows. Ibo knows by run so come happy with one name. But I want to exalt the name of God, Mazikalena. Because that time Luka all Cameroon because there God willing, God so kind, I will receive the Holy Spirit while in the church. Then time we go get Cameroon. Only say on a US. Who so that na Chineke nyela order na church na Cameroon. But now we have not known the person. I'm not behind the hand. And only see I'm not for the first time. I'm monyo a lady. I've never seen her in our altar. So na video kind of watch here. Okucha Chineke, hey, how I wish it's me. Yeah, just no bim. Before you know it, one of our leader London. Brother John Mauricio. Obia na Spain. Bia na church here. Na asị ka onye wu Kevin. Agbapụta asị na ọmụnwa. O wee na-ajụ m sị m onye ebe ka hụ. Nsị ahụ onye Nigeria. That was the end of the just the end of the discussion. That was just the end of the discussion. O move gwa na achịkwa. Then after some time agbakwaje na phone. Sisi nye m phone. Enye phone. Or some what did God tell you about your life? God told me so many things. And said that now I'm going to serve him in a country close to my own. I'll continue. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, but try and round up.
I'll round up. Round up now because when I'm just going to all Chineke. So this person, what did God tell you? Almost enough. Okay, Chineke going back to my life. And say God told me I'm going to serve him in a country very close to my own. Or some money beke and say how money Nigeria. Or call to phone. That was the end of discussion. Although the president again, we bomb some. Oh, na Chineke some gawa Cameroon. Na me yaga. And say why not? Why not now? It's Chineke not the best. Phone call to kwa. The next time again, also prepare. We are going to Cameroon next month on the 18th, and that on the 18th, who did they name my father? My father was around, so I need that day. But other than the 18th, so go put here and say, hey, oh now we can because I had to make my money savings now. He said, "We go Cameroon." And say we can many savings. We can wait time. Come we can go na roll. Or some God does not wait for man, but man waits for God. That was the program. I now reflect. Today, prophecy, when I need you, I will take you, and we will bring you back here again. That was how I accepted the offer and went to Cameroon. Now Cameroon, almost 7 to 8 years. Before he imagine the airport because of this ambassador, because this one so I came for treatment. For treatment. Munyan could not be at so she now told them, they now asked her to come and meet me here. He meets me back and see. That was how we now continue to be in Spain. So my brother, thank God, can do opportunity we could all much and he wanted them one can go but which can hear me can go able to men kenke. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you of a truth. I catch you put in Anjamuge. I gotta go. My name is Fenina. I got bumbo. I do see and kai. I catch you put in Anjamuge. I call you with it. I cannot let you in. I must run, but I will be back very, very soon. Then you will come in. I catch you put in Anjamuge. But we must continue. Glory, honor, and adoration be upon our God. Amaka Mary Igbo. Stay blessed and bye for now.